Oh man, why did we start with little ones?
Oh, I haven't even recorded yet. Oh, it's recording.
No, don't.
No,
Are you good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Did you start late last time?
Yeah. Like I think we missed out on the whole giveaway thing. We're recording live on now.
Yeah, we're live. We're going live. I got a comment here in the toolbox, something about this toolbox is crap. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I mean that part of it. I do like we're putting up the lower third. If I can type, welcome to RetroVerse RetroCast. We should open this curtains because it's pink.
I'll do that.
Okay, yeah. Welcome to RetroVerse RetroCast. We're opening curtains. We're talking about games. We're talking about probably a lot of news. This week was a really big news week, actually. It's awesome. Chris will be showing up soon. It's Avi and Kieran here. Bada bada boom. Yeah. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Nice, right?
Yeah, that's way better. We're not pink anymore.
Alright, so
RetroCast number 5. I'm about to do it. RetroCast number 5. I'm switching it around. I'm putting the RetroCast number 5 on the little subline so that the topic is the large thing. So we are doing intro, I guess, until we decide which segment we're in. What? I clicked the wrong button. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's fine.
It's there.
What? Let's put that around. I don't even know. I think that's good. If it's back to front, tell us.
Pretty sure that's right around.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Alright, so this is the intro where we introduce what is going to happen in the episode.
Yeah, where we get into it. Dig in, dig deep.
So we've got...
And we tweet out that we're live quickly and not laggedly like I usually do.
Alright, so we've got some news that
Tell me about
talking about. Some gaming news.
Oh yeah, there's some stuff going down.
Do you got shout-outs?
Yeah, I've been hanging out in Desirant streams.
Right, we'll get to
that. Okay.
Shout-outs.
Sorry. I jumped the gun. I got excited.
We got some questions between us that we're gonna
a little bit of a discussion. A little discussion time.
And then we're gonna take the questions to
the exterior.
Yeah.
To the outside.
So we can communicate with all you guys.
So we can talk with the people.
What else is there? Oh, we've got the spirit animals.
Oh, that's a crazy. I wrote a 3-page story with a sex scene about an otter with a horn.
I wrote a 1-page story, or half a page. But I think it's more of
yours is like smaller text too. Like I spaced
mine's a prologue.
Oh, okay, cool. You wrote prologue. That's awesome. Oh, we're also doing an unboxing live today. Kieran he came in, he's like, you love dinosaurs? I'm like, yeah, I love dinosaurs. I dropped everything on my phone. Great. Yeah, but he brought me these dinosaur, you make your own triceratops, and there's this egg. I don't even know what's in the egg. I'm really psyched on that. And this sweet game. Remember these things? It's like a ring toss thing. Anyway, I will be Let's Playing that. Not on this, but at some point in the future, probably April Fools.
As long as you've got lots of Jurassic Park references in there.
That's it. I'll just be doing the voiceover from the pinball machine the entire time. I'm going to make an excuse to talk like a pinball machine on every episode now. It's just how it is. Welcome.
So some of the things that we talked about.
Okay, what do we...
I've got a little review of your Noir Syndrome finale.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's so sweet of you. I should have done one for Ghouls. I can do one now. I'll think about it.
We can chat about old video game adverts.
Oh, yeah. I posted up some stuff from Prince Watercress on Twitter. I think he's an Australian guy. I don't think he lives in Australia anymore. But says he's from Echidna Land. So I think, and that's like a Sonic thing. And then I think it's Anyway, yeah, he's really cool. Go check him out on Twitter. That's a shout out. Should I change the title to shout outs? What are we up to?
Let's see, we're still in the intro.
So what else we got?
Obviously, we've got new artwork and the spirit animals. We'll talk about that.
That's amazing.
We've got How I Was Betrayed by Red Dead Redemption. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Awesome. Obviously, the pretty big news is Majora's Mask 3D.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was going to talk about. The Nintendo Direct happened about a week ago. My hair won't be nice to me. I look weird. Okay, Poofcast. Well, that sounds... Poofy hair! Poofy hair!
Footstool cast.
Oh, I am not. I'm plugging my better microphone in, guys. I'm a dude.
It's been just computer mic.
Yeah, I've been using the computer mic. It would have sounded bad.
So in question, when we like just
yeah, Nintendo Direct is what we'll be talking about. Conversating. Go for it.
I've got like a few things to chat about retro consoles.
Oh, awesome.
So we're gonna go into that.
Oh, I've got
we got some retro talk. Just lots of cool little questions and stuff about retro games. All right, and what have you got?
No, for sure. No, I was just teasing the audience, making them feel good. I got the 3DS stuff, most of the Nintendo Direct, which was amazing. Like, I was actually, oh man, I sat down, I watched it, I live tweeted the entire thing actually. So, changing over. I think we're good. We still seem to be cool. Okay, we're still here. Yeah, no, the Nintendo Direct, it was freaking amazing. It was huge. There's so much information in it actually that I can't. No, I could probably pick it all up, but yeah, Majora's Mask 3DS is the big one.
Yeah,
that got me so excited. And that trailer, holy crap. Did you see the trailer?
I just saw the deluxe pack.
Oh, that's awesome too. And that's like Europe only or something, or Australia?
No, it is Europe only.
Yeah, like Australia and Europe only.
By EV, it might be. Oh, so it's Australia and Europe.
Yeah, like we're technically the same distribution.
Yeah, exactly.
Of most things. Yeah, no, that's freaking amazing. So we'll get into it, I guess. Yeah, we'll talk about that in news.
What other things do you have that you want to talk about?
That I want to talk about. I got my story that I wrote, but I don't think we'll read those in this podcast. I think we talked about that.
Give like a sneak peek.
I'll read this. The start is pretty gross. It's disgusting. No, it's not. I'm probably overselling it. It's gonna be really disappointing because like I always do that. That's just it. Okay, wait. Live right now on our YouTube channel, RetroCast 5.
RetroCast 5.
Come hang out. Yeah, mostly that stuff. Like everything you said, pretty much was what I've been on. I was also researching retro gaming consoles, like new ones.
Yeah.
Like, is that what we're talking about? Retron 5s and stuff?
No.
Okay, well, I'll bring something else to the table then. It's gonna be freaking rad.
Did you have any questions that you were gonna ask? Or?
Questions. I want to know more about Red Dead Redemption now. Is my big thing. I did have some questions, about the news that was coming out and like about your experience with things like experience with Majora's Mask in the past and stuff like that, and like just sort of, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much just relating to things you've said. Your list is much better than that.
Have you got a list?
Oh man,
you should probably be looking at your list.
I got a list. I got a sweet list. Why did that tweet not send? That's not a sweet list. Okay.
Totally forgot what I was
Should we move into shout-outs?
I think I just imagined the distracted cat, and then I just went.
No, that's it. I'm just trying to tweet.
Should we move into
what the hell?
First?
Nadaje, did you do that?
No.
What is this? Are we hacked?
We hacked.
We hacked.
Live hack.
Live hack. They tweeted our cast out.
Oh, that's cool.
With some. Can anyone translate that for me?
Is it Russian? Is it?
What is it? It's not nadaje na.
No, it looks like maybe.
And then my tweet couldn't be. Well, it's so hacked.
Hack it.
Hacked. Hashtag hacked. Hashtag. Man, that's not what I want. Don't do that if we're not. And also stop if we are. What the fuck? Why would they tweet out our thing though? They're still cool guys.
I mean, they're pretty cool.
They're nice.
They're like, oh, well, they're doing their live thing, so we'll just tweet out.
Just tweet it out.
Take all their passwords.
Yeah, like, okay, get in that credit card information, and then also just get that publicity going.
Just spam message all their friends.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Okay, anyway, well, intro.
There's probably some weird glitchy thing that YouTube's done.
It's a different language.
Alright, so where are we going? We are super hacked.
I'm just changing the lower third.
Alright, so I think we moved on from the intro.
Okay, are we in shoutouts now?
Yeah, let's go shout out
because I do have shoutouts to do. We should get we gotta get that soundboard app and those bumpers because I just want shoutouts.
Shoutouts.
Oh man, that would be amazing. Like a funk song. Yes.
Shout outs.
Shout outs, funky groove training space. Shouting out all the YouTube and race.
Shout outs.
I have to put out those Bomberman videos this week.
Yeah,
Holy crap! Yeah, I'm doing it. No, that's happening this week. Shout outs to us.
Yeah, shout outs to us. We got lots of stuff.
We do have lots of stuff.
And
I
have to
uploaded my.
apologize for not doing the highlights.
Oh yeah.
But I'll get those out maybe today or tomorrow. It's just that podcast ran like over.
Yeah.
I think it went 3 hours or something like that in the end.
Well, because we do the extra bit at the
content,
end
yeah.
and stuff like that.
So it's just a lot.
For sure. Yeah. No, I get you. Man.
Yeah.
That's fine. No, I don't think anyone's. I think it's cool even if it comes out after. Like I was thinking about it. It's like that's a whole other thing we could do and whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna refresh our pages and stuff. Try and work out why I can't tweet anything.
I will shout out to Desiree.
Oh, cool! I want to do that too.
And I think it was his Halloween live stream they did where he played through the entire game Amnesia.
Oh, really? He played?
Which is like
I haven't seen that yet.
It was like 6 hours of gameplay or something.
Jeez. yeah.
Split into 3 videos,
that'd be
3
cool.
parts. So I couldn't obviously
awesome.
dedicating if you're not in the live stream, I don't think you can really.
Oh yeah, I mean
it's a massive commitment. So I just started
6 hours
watching 10-hour spots, skipping through and seeing what the game was about.
That's cool.
It was
awesome.
Pretty crazy. Have you seen anything about it?
I've never played it. I have seen it. I think Pez suggested we played it for Halloween, but we didn't get around to it.
I don't think I'd be able to deal with it.
I wanted Pez to play it and I'd sit with him or something. I thought that'd be alright.
So it's like
yeah, it's spooky scary though.
You're in like a castle that's haunted or
something,
and you're like a medieval. I was gonna say you're like, what are they called?
It's like an evil scientist's like castle, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Except you're babbling insanity as well. Like if you go into the dark, then your insanity level starts to go up, and you start to see shit.
And
like
stuff just starts getting crazy.
Experience events as well. You start to really freak out, and all through the video, if you're playing with headphones, the main character's like grinding his teeth and stuff.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
There's like all this crazy stuff happening. And
I've seen the monster
but it
and stuff.
was pretty enjoyable, and it would have been awesome for a Halloween live stream.
Yeah, like I said, I've been hanging out in the Desiran's live streams. What's going on with that audio? Yeah, I've been hanging out in Desiran live streams. I'm not sure if I strictly had mentioned that already. I'm gonna save this. I was making up a new Ghouls and Ghosts thumbnail. I don't know. Like it's really fun. He's like really enjoyable. He like keeps up with chat pretty well and stuff. Like it's just cool. I was in there with So here's my shout outs, I guess. I was in there today with Matsuyuri, On the Loose. There's a guy called Tree Hugger that I've never met, but he was like funny. He's a cool guy. He's just friendly. B-Boy. B-Boy was crazy. He's just a guy I met in the Twitch chat as well. I don't know who you are exactly yet, so hopefully Desiran will watch this and send me links and stuff, because he's pretty good about that usually, with helping us out. No pressure. But yeah, we were all just hanging out, and then stuff started to get kind of real, and we started. It turns out that Desiran's all of our aunties and uncles. So yeah, no, I know it's surprising. We were all shocked to find out. He hasn't accepted us technically yet, but when he does, we'll be one big happy family. I'm glad he isn't here yet. No, that was just a weird. It was just we had lots of fun. We were kind of just. It was just a really nice like chat, and it was like cool crew. It was just weird because I woke up at like 6 this morning, right? And then like I had this notification on my phone. It's like Desiran went live because he's like in Canada and we're in Australia, and yeah, and I was just like sweet, just like hopped up and like, got on the computer and it was just. So it's like cool that it's like just to hop in sporadic and stuff. Awesome. Yeah, it's just fun. I'd love to live stream some games at some point if we ever get the chance, but you know, we try. We're pretty flat out, I think, as it is.
Flat out, what's happening.
The things that are happening. Oh man, my coffee. Trying to work out this.
What happened when I was watching Amnesia as well? Yeah.
I actually lost my mind. Just briefly.
Yeah, just briefly, like, I had this moment.
Just turn down that sound a little bit. Yeah.
Complete and utter
fear.
Discomfort.
Oh, man. Can I just shout out a popular channel real quick?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of the decks, the national decks. They're like a Pokemon channel, you know? And they do a podcast that I freaking love.
Is that one where they, like, spotlight a Pokemon.
Yeah, they spotlight a Pokemon every week. The show's really good. It's like funny, but and like it teaches you battle strategy and stuff too. So like as a competitive player, I'm super obsessed with it. Yeah, it's awesome. But they do a podcast that I've been loving lately, and they told a creepypasta in it. It was like the middle of the night, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, do you want to hear it? It's really short. You do your thing.
So Desiree, on your videos, like ads that are actually interesting popped up. And it's
what?
Like,
an ad that's interesting?
Yeah, I know, but it's like
you're blowing my mind.
The Minion one that was actually really catchy. And I clicked off, and I'm like having a look at the Facebook page.
And I totally left your videos. I didn't come back.
And then I came back. When I came back, for some reason, it had to refresh. Like it was a refresh, and then it came with the Fast and Furious 7 ad.
Oh man,
which was actually like
it's a pretty good trailer.
It seems pretty good. The trailer is actually well done.
I mean, my only problem with that trailer is that it's like basically the entire opening sequence or something. I think that's kind of like giving it away a little bit. Yeah. But the scene was that good that I did enjoy it. Like it's. Yeah. I don't know. You're not expecting like highbrow stuff, I guess. It's like just an action movie, like a really good action movie. And like those effects are like fucking rad. Ripping the back off that truck and stuff.
It was good.
Shout outs to Fast and the Furious, because we are the only people that know about that.
I don't know what it was.
Also, I apologize in advance for my Ghouls and Ghosts video, because I was right up in the mic's face. And it is shouty, and I'm panicky. I was on a lot of coffee, and like I made a decision.
That's what you need.
I think I need to do it more often. Like I was buzzing. I love that. That sounds great. Okay. We could 10-hour loop. You just what other shot?
No, this is Ken. I watched this Bandito video.
Oh, you watched it? Yeah, oh my god, go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. This is Ken's drunk Bandito video. It's probably the best.
I think you said it best. How it's like he just comes back and he's got that way that he can get that out of his system of robbing a house.
Yeah, exactly. Like he needed to just vent, and it was like that was the option. It's so I just don't have the ability to like come home after a night out and like go into that. I think I'm so impressed by that.
I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I know. I'm like I should do it. Let's sleep. Yeah. It's like we'll all sleep on stream together. It's gonna be. Now that sounds creepy. I mean, it sounded creepy at the start. I'm not gonna lie. It was always creepy.
I watched This Is Ken play Vowder's Story as well. Have you heard that?
Oh yeah, no, I saw it come up in my subs.
Side-scrolling platformer RPG sort of deal.
That's awesome. I wanted to watch it. I'm pretty psyched on that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Why is this? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Well, no one's here, but I am sorry that I can't get this tweet out because I got this like weird other tweet that's blocking my way, and it's saying you can't tweet. You can't tweet.
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, super hacked. Sorry.
I wanted to shout out to Ginger Red.
Ginger Red, who won the prize. Yeah. Delivered. She started giving. She got beta keys as well to a new game that's coming out. I've got the name. Damn it. No, but yeah, she got a bunch of beta keys. She gave one away to Tripwire, who I've been talking to on Twitter. Shout outs to Tripwire as well. Tripwire is a really fucking cool guy. I'm gonna make my way to his videos like after this, I think. Yeah. Because I'm finding time to do that.
Just the name sounds pretty cool.
He's like a metalhead, but he's like this nicest dude. We just talked about Pixar movies and stuff, and it was like it was a good time. Yeah, So shout outs to Tripwire and also Amy Face Gaming. I think I'm gonna have to look that up in a second, but yeah, she was in the conversation too, which was really nice. Everyone's really nice.
Everyone's super nice.
Everyone's too nice, making me feel bad.
Have you got any shout outs? That's all my shout-outs.
I mean, I was throwing mine in there, I guess. On the loose, definitely. It was fun hanging out with you on that stream. I've been watching a bit of Failstar here and there where I can. Watch me game, Grab Pint, all those guys. Mustache. The list is very long.
The good guys.
The good guys. We should just have we should have like a scroll that we can put across the screen. It's just like just anyway.
Should we move on to something else? You want to make sure you get that tweet out and I can stall with something.
Oh, if you want to, you can start the next section. I'm going to fucking start this tweet.
You sort that out and I'll start reading a passage from...
Okay, yeah, fill up.
Prologue. Prologue. To the spirit animal. So obviously you've seen the 4 spirit animals we have. Let's name them. So there's Weaselhorn.
There's Weaselhorn.
Which is on my shoulders. There's
Otacon, which is at my feet.
There's Eleflight.
Eleflight, which is
Pez's elephant. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, the names are pretty straightforward.
Is it Tuskeon?
Tuskeon I liked. Chris never weighed in on it, and he's not here.
Yeah, it's Tuskeon.
He went to make his girlfriend breakfast like a fucking jerk. What an ass. A breakfast in bed? Fuck that guy. That's actually like the nicest thing in the world. He's such a sweet dude.
Yeah, so Tuskeon, which is a lion that has tusks.
I really like that. That's like my favorite. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, it's just eating something and like goring it and then like chewing on it. It's like got a fork for a face, but also its mouth is there. It's like the most convenient thing for like a carnivore.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's like a saber-toothed tiger, but with the tusks.
Yeah, but it's like
teeth pointing
big
out.
trolley tusks coming out. They're cool. I like them. I like the design. You did a really good job.
So I did the pixel art for those. It took a while.
Yeah.
I got it down.
Far out, dude. They're very like detailed and cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, no. If you want to see those, they are the cover photos for our YouTube, our Facebook, I think as well, and the Twitter. So they're all out there. We have people. Yay! It's begun. Yeah,
So
we're trying to get a tweet up, but I think we've been
spirit
hacked.
Animals, they're sort of what they empower us to play games.
They empower us to play games. I think it was.
Or are they just our companion animals?
In my mind, it's like I fucking love otters, and then you give it a horn, and I'm way on board, right? I love, and it's just like it's a cool little thing. Like I like the idea because like one, it gave you an outlet to do some really fucking cool pixel art of animals, and like the stuff you did produce is amazing. Like I can't even believe how
pixel art's so much fun. Though.
It's great. Like you're just good at it. Like it blows me away every time I see something new.
If I'm using the less amount of pixels I possibly can, then I'm good at it. If I start to extend into using a lot more pixels,
I guess that's like
detail.
Yeah, like that's just practice though, right at that point. I guess. Yeah, that's like I get you.
I found it the easiest was if you have a look at your shirt design that I did.
Yeah.
Like the least amount of pixels.
It's it's so perfect because even like I showed that to my girlfriend. Like I said, I think I told you about it, but I showed on my shirt in the new pixel art that Kieran's done. It has the actual shirt I was wearing in the last podcast.
Yeah, and
it's like really good. Like I noticed it straight away, and I was like, holy crap, how did you even do that? And like, it's super simple. I like it.
Yeah. If you can see that.
It was, I think I totally saw it after you said it. Yeah. I thought it was like a flag or like an exploding planet. I don't know. I had a lot of, isn't that just what a Pokeball is in the end? An exploding planet?
Yeah. You get that tweet sorted, and I shall read an excerpt. Is that
a good tweet?
Yeah, that's good.
I got tweeted. You can go see that right now. Yeah, it worked.
Awesome.
We're unhacked.
We
were hacked
something
before.
from the prologue?
Yeah, go for it.
Are we still in shout-outs, or should we move on?
I wrote the spirit animals all over the screen.
Oh, cool. All right, spirit animals. So, I don't know where I should read from. I think I'll just read, like, halfway through the prologue of the prologue.
Mm-hmm.
So, an ancient glyph of a long-lost beast was found carved on the roots of a deadwood tree. It was tiny, yet it was strong. The beast was that of Weaselhorn. The tree stood alone on a grassless hill, surrounded by waters frozen still. The man by which it was uncovered stood motionless, then searched for others.
Whoa.
Sure enough, it came again, a glyph that was the very same. He left it there to tell his tribe. They then returned to build a shrine.
This is beautiful. What the hell?
The folk of old knew not its kind, yet they welcomed Weaselhorn into their lives. Now years went by, and a foolish man who thought himself wise climbed the tree to reach the skies.
Thanks for the retweet.
It was at the top the tree did fall, and the man was killed in sight of awe. The stump that remained shuddered untamed, and from the earth dreaded Weaselhorn's birth.
What the fuck? That is beautiful. See, like mine is like trashy. Like mine's like a fucking like a fan fiction kind of like really bad, and like I totally get why yours is shorter. No, like I get it. Yeah. Wow.
So I put a lot of time into that first bit, and then it sort of just goes into a. Should I just read the whole thing, and then I'll?
I mean, yeah. If you want, go for it.
Now it goes into like a story.
Spirit animals.
Now, my child, you understand the words I am telling you. Weaselhorn is real.
This is a story about our pixel art for people that are just joining us. We have little spirit animals in the pixel art. If you're just joining us, I don't know who's caught that, but this is the story about Kieran's
Weasel horn.
weasel unicorn hybrid that he has. It's great. Keep going. This is beautiful.
But now, my child, you understand the words I am telling you. Weasel horn is real. But mother, why did great Uncle Jaisalmer break the tree? Because it was old, my child, and it could not hold him. But mother, why did Weasel horn come to life? No one knows, my dear sweet child. All that is known is that the horned weasel is not to be reckoned with. That is why, if you ever see it, you should run or hide, because if you look into the eyes of the weasel horn, you belong to it and forever shall follow in its path.
Your dude's like a villain?
The young boy looked up and tears swelled in his eyes. He spoke.
Stop screaming. Scared that kid, dude.
Is that what happened to my older brother? Yes, it is, and I will not let it happen to you as well. But you see, through the woods, and some way away, there sat the older brother with Weaselhorn perched on his shoulders.
Oh, what?
Weaselhorn was misunderstood. It was not a cruel beast, as most thought, rising from the death of Jaisalmer. Weaselhorn had simply been sleeping, and the glyphs carved into the tree were put there, so Weaselhorn would always know where home was.
Oh,
the older brother understood, and knew that Weaselhorn needed help to survive. The many tribes people were now dedicated to the hunting of Weaselhorn.
What? What?
And that's the prologue.
Dude, that's the best thing ever. I love that. I want to hear more of that. That's a really... Mine does not. It's like... I feel...
And then yours has got a sex scene in it.
It's got a sex scene, it does. I purposefully left the people in the sex scene genderless, so that it can be like whatever it is. I mean, I guess... Okay, I'll give a little sneak peek. The sex scene in my story is between a mad scientist and an evil sorcerer.
Oh my god.
And you can, like, you know, when I was writing it, obviously, like, I sort of, you know, those are typically old men, right? But, like, it could be anyone. You can make it anything you want. This is neither here nor there.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, the seat.
This has been a whole thing this morning about the seat.
This seat, it like has a back that just keeps on retracting.
Yeah.
What? Reclining.
Reclining, yeah, being chill. I guess I could read a bit of my story. It's 3 pages long.
Yeah, just give us a little excerpt.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit just to like tide everyone over because.
So I think the deal is we're gonna make a nice little video.
Yeah,
or
make
like
a separate
animation or pictures.
I'd love to make it. I'd love to do little pixel art images for this because I don't know. This is like a. If you haven't noticed, guys, we're super erratic about how we do things and how we produce content. We just sort of like go from place to place.
And find ourselves somewhere else anyway.
Yeah, and we'll just make whatever. Like, and like even we're in talks right now. If Chris was here, we'd talk about it, I guess. But we're talking about making some like little parody movies of like video games and like some cool little things. Like, yeah, like we're just looking at different things to do. Yeah, like he wants to do a parody of like Zelda and like mixed with sort of like modern DLC and stuff, like those ideas. So if like Zelda 1 had DLC in it kind of thing, like, and so yeah, it's a little spoiler. The working title that he came up with is Zelda Tactical Fedora. It's like that's the name of the DLC. So I'm pretty on board with that. I think it's like a good idea. I'd love branching out and stuff. Oh, there it is. No, as far as I know.
Zelda,
no, Zelda's, I don't know where Zelda fits in. It's Link. I don't want to give too much away. We shouldn't talk about it here. We shouldn't talk about it. Oh, shivers.
He's been waiting for ages. Let me in, please.
Sorry. So yeah, we just got a message from Chris that he hasn't got an invite to this, so we'll get that going. Anyway. Do you want to get on to the next subject? I'll do my excerpt a little bit later, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So,
should we get into the news?
The news.
News.
Okay, I think that was a bit too intense. No.
I mean, yeah, we're buzzing this morning, guys.
All right,
we did a lot of crystal meth before this, like a lot, more than usual.
Shout out to Avi's video first. So this does fit into news.
Yeah. Talk to me about that. I'll get Chris this.
So this is my review of Avi's Noir Syndrome season finale.
Oh, awesome.
All right, so it's called Avi's Noir Syndrome season finale review by Kieran.
I'm curious because like I did not expect you to review a series I did on our own channel.
So if you haven't seen the season finale, episode 9 of Noir Syndrome, you have to see it. And then you can just watch that and then piece together the rest by going back and watching the rest of the season.
I mean, yeah, you sort of can. I tried to make everything self-contained, like each video is a different character and stuff.
So it's sort of like a story within a story.
Here comes Chris now.
Pretty creative. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Keep going.
All right. So here's my review. The chilling atmosphere is empowered by the subtle commentary cues.
Everything you write is beautiful. Are you a poet? Oh wait, you work in a crazy bookstore. And you are a poet.
I am.
You literally are. That's great. If you didn't know about Chris,
Kieran.
I'm sorry. Hey.
Hey, come
buddy.
Hello. Okay.
How you doing?
Chris there too.
Oh, there's someone moving around that cupboard.
Oh my gosh.
Sneaky cupboard.
Okay.
Welcome, Chris. Oh God, chest.
So I'm talking about Noir Syndrome. His last episode of Noir Syndrome for the season.
Yeah, he's reviewing my season finale.
This is
Oh,
finale.
Oh, sorry.
Noir Syndrome.
Yep, go for it.
Oh god.
Finish it.
Alright, I'll start again from the beginning. The chilling atmosphere is empowered by the subtle commentary cues. It is a piece of literary perfection, with heartwarmingly unstable characters that are completely open to interpretation. Quandaries are accentuated throughout the masterpiece, and Dr. Detective Blackcrow MD's reiteration of his dark past plays with the emotions, like a cat trying to eat sandpaper.
That's like the best review I've ever heard now. Like I was like, I don't know if it's a masterpiece, man. Like it's alright. I think it's like one of my favorite things I've done. But the fact that you compare it to a cat trying to eat sandpaper, I think is very accurate. It's a lot like that.
It ends suddenly with an exceptional scene that will forever play with the hearts of mankind.
Mankind. You're selling it.
I am simply a humble merchant, and I thank you for the experience.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So go watch Noir Syndrome season finale, episode 9.
10.
Case.
Oh well, 10. Yeah. It's a double.
Closed.
Case closed. Yeah, it's called case closed.
Cold case.
Cold case. Yeah, like
There's
maybe.
no water in that cup.
Do you want a supplement from mine?
No,
is that gross? Okay. No, thank you so much. That's really sweet, actually. Like, I really appreciate that you would take the time to write something so elegant about me screaming at pixels.
It was just such a good story. From the first episode, I was
Yeah. I mean, that really developed out of nowhere. I like that about that game. It's just like, if you just start making up crap about the dude on screen, it starts to take on a life of its own a lot.
If you're wondering why I'm hunched over, it's because like the cord is awkwardly attached to this microphone.
Our whole setup is a bit tight
it's in
right
my
now.
ear, and it's like a small
anchor.
Small lead, anyway.
Let's just pull you in a little bit closer. We're gonna move our camera. Hey, Chris, did you want to do any shout-outs or anything to catch up with us? Any just quick?
Where did it all go? Oh wait, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Haha. What?
Any shout-outs or anything that you want to shout out?
I don't have any shout-outs. Sorry.
Do you have any stuff that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, anything you want to add quickly before we move on?
Just like intro it, and then we'll go into it a bit later on.
No, nothing really. I didn't bring anything this week to talk about this week.
Moving on.
So we're in news at the moment. Let's hit up the first topic. Majoras Master 3D. We all knew it was coming.
Oh my god, so good.
Sorry. Oh my jaw. That fucking hurt.
I wonder what they're going to do with the game, like upgrades, changes, like because Ocarina of Time was like remade, new item system so that it didn't glitch out anymore, and there was a lot of like changes to the the internal structure of the game. Like they added in Master Quest as a separate playthrough.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't have you on screen. I agree. I think that because I've been playing the 3DS one. Have we all played the 3DS Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
You haven't. Okay.
No.
I wish I could lend it to you, but I don't
get
it digitally.
I was tempted to download it digitally, and then I sort of missed my opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I got it on special. So.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was gonna get it when it was on special, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just wait.
Yeah.
On special.
Oh man, I knew I needed to pick it up. Have you played it, Chris? Obviously, I think you just were saying you had.
Yes, beat it in a day.
You didn't. Jesus.
Yeah, I was in there.
I got through. Well, don't get a gun.
Whoa, now don't make me get my bomb shoot.
My bomb
Just bumped you that I stole.
I literally have a Vaporeon, so like back off.
What's his name again?
I change it a lot. It usually involves something about sprinkles.
Yeah, Sprinkles.
It's like little Mr. Sprinkles. It's like something I like to call him. Anyway, yeah, no, I really liked the 3DS version. I played through the child storyline and then I sort of stopped. Just for a little bit because like I was playing Shovel Knight. By the way, Shovel Knight, come to the channel. That's a shout out. Yeah. But so yeah, the Ocarina of Time one, it feels great. The graphics are cool. Zelda, I just want to shout out, like, Link walks funny. Oh my god, that's
What the hell is that?
That's Catbug from Bravest Warriors, the YouTube show. That's really cool, dude.
Is it
Sarah
made
made
out
it
of
for me.
Fimo? Is it Fimo?
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 Beamer? We don't have a Beamer. I've got a Kirby.
Hey,
This
Kirby.
is awesome.
These were made out of clay by Sarah.
Dude, shout out to Sarah. Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Sarah, Wizzy Traveler. Is that right?
Yes, Woozy Traveler.
Cool. Wizzy Traveler.
She
Good
can
job.
planes. What about
That's
know who
clever.
this guy is?
Yep, I know that's the guy from Frozen.
Oh yeah, it is. It's that Oswald or whatever.
No,
We're not talking,
Sven.
guys. We have to.
Sven.
Zelda. Come
Sorry,
on.
sorry, distracted.
Come on, bring it back.
Alright, Ocarina of Time, he walks funny.
He
Did
walk- yeah,
did
that's
he
what I
not
was-
always walk funny?
No, but like in this, they've got like a new physics with him or something. So when you like do the side strafing, he like leans more than he did in the Nintendo 64 one. This is like a really minimal thing. Like this is the kind of, if you want a little insight into my
Did he
brain.
lean as much as like Ben
It's
Jones
like-
sort of thing, where it's like this?
No, not like that. But it's like he's like tilting and his feet are like kind of flat on the ground, but then he's like kind of slanted. It's. I mean, it's probably more natural. Oh, nice, dude, nice. The way that price tag, $64. Welcome to Australia, right?
Oh,
Holy crap.
Damn,
For
so
speaking-
overpriced.
I think
Anyway,
the 3DS is like $70 now.
Yeah, they're $70 on release.
So they're
79 actually. I think Super Smash Bros is $79.
Oh my god, $80
I
for
got,
DS.
I got it for 50. I got it for 55 because if you
Okay.
pre-order,
Trade in like all your collection of
Oh,
old
because
games.
pre-ordered.
Oh, okay.
no,
Yeah, just
God.
trade in all of my other DS games.
And now you get $10.
I
Yeah.
was watching another podcast. This is totally off tangent, but I was watching another podcast where they were talking about used and trade games, and he was like, you know, you can just fucking put them on eBay for $45, and you'll make that markup that they put on the games anyway, right? Like, there's a way to do this where you don't get gypped. Anyway, so Zelda, he walks funny. That's just, if you want to insight him into like the kind of shit that like gets in my head about games, it's like that the animation is different from the N64 version that slightly, so it's not a big deal. Awesome game, really fun. It's adapted to the 3DS really well, I think, and so that makes me really hopeful for Majora's Mask, actually.
What did they change?
They
Did they like
changed-
not really change much? I'll go for it, Chris.
Yeah, Crystal no.
they changed a lot of things. Like there were sections of the game where there was like the barriers weren't melded together properly, so you could totally jump through a wall and disappear off the universe and go traveling through the wall into a later part of the game. Like you could drop if you did it just right, you could dive into the Zora's Domain pathway and go straight to Zora's Domain and do Jabu Jabu without a sword and shield.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's crazy.
Okay.
So is it sort of like in Majora's
skipping
Mask, how
something.
if you like turn backwards and do the backflips, and you can get out of Clock Town, and then you can get out into
Yeah,
the-
it's exactly like that.
Apparently our chat's unavailable. If you guys, I don't know why that would be. Sorry to interject,
Yeah,
guys. I don't know why our comments wouldn't be available. That's really weird. If you want to tweet directly at us, I'll be monitoring it best I can, and it'll probably be quicker even than our
for
chat
sure,
than our
it will.
comments were.
And we'll get
Just so you know.
to like communicating with everyone.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Yeah, we'll put a section aside, and we'll just go through everyone's tweets and chat to everyone, and
Yeah, exactly.
let everyone else know about their opinion.
I'm just going to refresh
yeah,
the
sure.
RetroCast page and see what happens.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, they did change a lot. I think they updated a lot and they sort of modernized it, which is
Yeah.
really cool. I hit that wall. I do this with Ocarina of Time where I get to the adult stage and like the dungeons from that point on are kind of daunting, I guess, to me. Like, and I guess it breaks down to that sort of thing people say about like the waiting mechanics in it and stuff. But I do love that section of the game. I just haven't got back to it yet. And like I say, I was playing Shovel Knight and stuff like that. But
So-
what I hope is that they really. Oh yeah, go for it.
The day before I bought Zelda OOT, I read the online the online game walkthrough, and just went through and studied like all the temples and everything, so I could beat it faster, so I didn't have to sort of dole through it. But
that's fair enough.
Deku Tree should take you 6 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
If you're speeding through it, it should be 6 minutes. But then the forest temple should take you 20 minutes. So there's even the fastest way possible for a regular player who's not using like hacks or is an elite pro. It's still like more than double the amount. It's like double plus half.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's just drastic.
Okay, so that's I mean that's crazy as well. And like without do you know the fastest playthrough without glitches and stuff at all?
Oh, it's like yeah. Hang on, I think it's like 8 hours or something.
8 hours, okay. Yeah, see, like that's a pretty decent length through a game and stuff. Like I don't know. I really like the atmosphere. Like I'm trying to take my time with this one, especially just because it's like the world is so much like No, with Ocarina of Time is why I'm like taking a bit more time with it. Is like I just wanted to explore and sort of get into it because I haven't played it since I was like pretty little, like properly. Anyway,
you're also doing that Hyrule where you like open up all the caves and jump in the holes and all that sort of
jump in the holes, yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to like
sword.
get the big Goron sword hooked up. Like I'm just trying to do side quests a bit more.
I was wrong. It's actually 5 hours and 45 minutes.
5 hours.
That would have been so like intense. That would have just been...
Imagine watching that. Crazy.
But Mike reduced his record to 5 hours and 4 minutes, and the current record holder is Marui Muttonen.
Is it that guy that holds all of those records?
I think so. But his run is 4 hours and 46 minutes. And it's current world record.
On Donkey Kong.
The current glitch run. The current glitch run was by Cosmo Wright, and it's 2109.
2109. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's brutal. Like I watched a glitch run recently that was 20 minutes or so. It's hectic. Like they are brutal.
It was probably Cosmo's run. That went around like a few weeks ago. Like
they just like it takes like 20 minutes. They backflip through a bunch of walls and then they beat Ganon's crotch to death as Child Link with a Deku stick.
Really?
Yeah, that's essentially what happens in glitch run.
How do they do that?
You watch it, man. It takes 20 minutes, so it's not hard to watch. It's definitely worth it.
The rest of the game, can you still go back?
Well, I mean,
it doesn't save after that.
It's.
So you have to...
I guess you've broken so much of the links at that point, right? I don't know. Yeah, I guess you've broken so much of the game at that point. Like, because Kieran's just asking if you can go back and play the game if you've already done it.
So basically, what you do is you go to the Temple of Time, and then you get a Deku stick, and then you do a jumping attack at a certain angle, and it pushes you into where the Master Sword would be. And then you go forward, you draw out the Master Sword, and you get teleported forward in time. Is that right?
Yeah. 7 years.
No, that's not right, because when he finished the run, he killed Ganon with a Deku stick.
Yeah, that's essentially it, because the Deku stick has Master Sword damage as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you draw the Deku stick and you do I think it's like a forward attack roll or something, it sets the Deku stick to do like 300 attacks in one go, and so you just walk into his tail with it and it kills him.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's such a weird glitch.
I'm not. It's intense.
Were you saying something about
I need to bust.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Oh.
Kieran's having a baby. Crazy. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to Majora's Mask. What's up? We should talk while Kieran's not here. Oh my god, we were talking about the trailer just before, actually.
Yeah, the trailer is terrifying.
I mean, terrifying, but it looks funny. I'm pretty down for that movie. Majora's Mask, Okay, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
I just wanted to say, like, what would you expect to change? Like, I've got some things that I definitely want addressed, kind of stuff, but like, where are you at?
I would like them to change. I would like them to change the hero mask, like the final mask that turns you into
the deity mask.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
I would like it to make you a stronger character rather than just a guy that keeps going like rah 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 rah. Non-stop attacks.
What?
I'm
You
just
don't like
that's
going rah rah rah?
Yeah, that's really boring. That's really boring.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it was, you can only use it in that boss fight, right? Like.
Yeah, that's the one place you can use it.
Yeah. It's kind. I mean, it's just like a payload, right? Like, yeah.
Sorry.
You'd like to be able to carry it around.
And use it like to turn you into a stronger character. So you start, you know, it gives you a longer attack range, faster attack, faster run speed, stuff like that.
Basically, it would be like turning into adult Link in Ocarina of Time. Okay. So you would substitute that mechanic of becoming an older person with like a deity mask. I get that. That's a really good idea. I mean, yeah, like why not? I guess if you've already collected all the masks, you've sort of earned it, right? We're just talking about the mask you get if you collect every mask in the game, which you can only use in the final boss battle. I don't know if I
haven't ever played. Well, I've played Majora's Mask, but I haven't got through it, and that's why I've been waiting for this because I knew.
Yeah, I knew it was coming too, right? Like it's just it was on the way.
I mean, I got the opportunity when I was a kid to like borrow someone else's game cartridge, and I played a little bit of it, but
yeah, I used to rent it.
Yeah.
I used to rent it a lot.
Because I played it for once at my friend's house, but I couldn't play it because I didn't have an expansion pack in my
the same reason
I couldn't play Donkey Kong.
That's why renting it was so good because it came with one, and that was like a good option, I think. It was super funny. I am so sorry. You're definitely not watching this. Whoever it was, we got your file erased on the Majora's Mask cartridge by the Video Easy that I was renting the game from, totally by accident of my own. There's a game file that was ahead in the game, right? And I was a little kid, so I was like, oh sweet, this has already got the Goron mask and stuff. I can go play with that. And so I joined into it because it was like rented games. This is something kids won't understand. Rented games had save files on them, so if you rented a game again, you would be playing someone else's game and you could like totally fuck it up, and there's like this honor system basically. But yeah, so his file was called Prick. That was the problem.
Yeah.
I was a little kid, so I didn't know what that was, and I was like telling my parents, and I was all excited, and I was like, yeah, there's this file called Prick, and they were like, what? And I was just like, yeah, like it's just called Prick, like, you know, like pokey stuff or whatever, like, because I was just a dumb kid. I didn't understand that could mean like dicks. So yeah, so that was like a problem. And then my parents told the Video Easy that we were renting it from, and that ruined everything. That totally killed it. Yeah, they deleted it. They deleted all the files on the game. The Video Easy went in and erased every file on that game. And I imagine there was a very angry small child that thought the word prick was really funny somewhere out there right now.
He probably never even got it out again, though.
Yeah, I get it. Well, no, but he was like halfway through the game, and then they just deleted it as well. Like,
hey,
it took me like, I rented out Paper Mario for like a week and a half, and then it took me like, I went back to rent it out again, and then it was gone for a week, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just wait, and it'll come back. And then when it did come back, I got the game, and it said, when I went in, I was like, oh, none of my save files are here. And it turns out they deleted like all my saves, and I'm like,
that's brutal.
Start again.
That sucks. Yeah, like that's what I imagine. That's what I imagine Prick's life was like. We rented that game out, and it was like, Majora's Mask is like hard, and I got halfway through, and now it's gone. Like, I don't know. I felt bad, but then I was like. And like, because I didn't care about swear words, I was like a little kid. I was just like, why the hell would you even I mean, yeah, whatever. Whatever, that's the whole thing.
So do you reckon what changes will be in Majora's Mask? You guys spoken about that already?
A little bit. Chris was saying some stuff about the Fierce Deity Mask. I want to see some just mechanical changes, just little things. So basically, easier time control mechanics, so that it's not like a chore to go back 3 days every time. Like
maybe just like auto back or something.
Yeah, sort of like maybe halfway through you get a special item that's like a little wind box that you clip onto your ocarina that just plays the song every 3 days or something weird. I don't know. Like,
do you reckon that because it's gonna be an ocarina, you'll have to blow into the mic?
No, you never have to do that, but I would.
I think you're gonna get
hilarious.
I think if it was going to be anything, you would get a crystal that just was like a time crystal, and it would take you back for 3 days.
But like it would record the song or something and play it back every 3 days. I don't know, just something where you don't have to think about it. That was a chore. That was hard for me. I mean, that was hard for me when I was a kid, though. I imagine it's a lot easier now that I got more cognitive power in my brain.
I love doing that sort of stuff on DS, though.
I guess, like,
yeah. Pan pipes.
What? In which? What are we talking about?
I think Phantom Hourglass has pan pipes, doesn't it?
Oh, does it? That's adorable.
Yeah.
I haven't played.
Yeah, I haven't played them either.
I think the one after has like a flute that goes
like the touchscreen.
Yeah, so you can like touch it and you got to go like that. So I think they're definitely going to utilize having to fly into the ocarina.
That's cool. I'm into that. Like I mean, I don't know about definitely, but if they do it, I'd probably give it a go.
They might not because they might be scared people are going to freeze.
Well, it's like a thing where it's like you just having an extra function where like you have to push the button to change the note anyway. Kind of. I mean, that'd be cool though, right? Anyway, that's like it. That's.
See, the worrying thing is they don't adjust the combat system at all. That they keep it exactly the same. I'd like them to see them be a little bit more inventive with the combat system. But obviously, this isn't a new game. It's an old game that they're remaking. So a drastic change would sort of ruin it for people. But
I think it comes down to the thing where they actually need to be able to make drastic changes in your games.
Yes,
add elements that are completely different.
Modernize it. That's what I think a remake should be about, because like it's not like films and stuff where you're re-releasing those old recordings. Like it's not like you can revive dead actors to do that kind of stuff, you know. Whereas like you have this amazing opportunity with the game. Whereas if they remade like Zelda 1, like the original one on the NES right now, they could do amazing things with it, and they can make it really like a beautiful interactive game and like flesh out that world with all those secrets in it and stuff. Like it could be really powerful, and like I think that's what games should be focusing on. If they're re-releasing,
they've got the opportunity to do it, so they should put as much time invested in it. Maybe even make the story longer. Maybe make a
side story. Yeah, I'm sure there will be extra side quests and stuff.
There's a lot of side quests in this game. Have you ever had to fill out the Bomber's Journal?
Well, that'll be cool with the touchscreen, actually. Imagine holding it sideways and the Bomber's Journal pops up. I've never filled it out, though, is my answer.
The Bomber's Journal is just huge. There's so much work to be done in it. Like,
well, yeah, if you want to, and especially if you want to collect every mask and stuff.
Yeah, that too. That's another whole journey right there, right?
Yeah.
I think the longest and hardest part was the
Sorry, I was telling Kieran that I loved him. Please go on.
I think the longest and hardest part of the game was, hurry out, stop it, you bastard. And then nothing. What? Anyway, the longest and hardest part of the game is the getting the Keaton mask, that yellow mask that's like got the yellow.
Is that the guy that's trapped in the boy's body?
Yes, that's it. Yep. He's trying to find his. That one takes a long time.
Yeah, that's a whole thing, because there's a lot of waiting in that one, right? Like, you've got to wait for him to go back to his house at the right time. I don't know if I watched a video recently. I won't spoil it. Trying not to. Trying not to spoil Majora's Mask for Kieran, holy crap.
You haven't played. My bad.
I've played up to, like, the mountain, the frozen mountain.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is right after that, sorry.
No, that's alright. I mean, there's a lot of cool
things into the abyss here.
Just close the
later.
Anyway.
Bye, guys.
See you, Chris. It's just the RetroCast. Hey, everyone. You want to see my pecs? Okay, look, guys. We're having a crazy. Yeah, don't leave me alone here, because it's gonna get weird really fast. Desiree knows what I'm like in the chats. He had a weird time with me this morning. Sorry about trolling a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I think it's gonna be great. I'm really excited for it. Who saw the trailer? You haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah.
I want to show you that before you leave today, if I can. And what about? Well, Chris, there's a fish.
You got to say loud so everyone can see the fish.
Yeah, you got to scream if you want to show them.
Look at the fish.
That was a bad camera. Scream at the screen.
This cast.
I see.
Oh, this cast.
Get him,
Chris
Oscar.
going?
There he
Get him,
is.
Oscar. Sick him. Sick him, Oscar.
I remember when we had a plan. Those healthy
plan.
days.
How to be a part of this plan. It's got a great plan.
Cheers, Grab Pint, for the retweet. If you're hanging out, thanks a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. The trailer is what I want to talk about. If you haven't seen it, I want to show it to you. Chris, I'm assuming you've seen the trailer, because I'm assuming you watched the direct as well. Because that thing was eerie and cool. The Majora's Mask trailer.
No, oh wait, do you mean the Japanese ones? Or
No, no.
no.
The one that just came out with the Nintendo Direct, that really creepy trailer. Anyway, my point is, go watch the trailer if you haven't seen it. It's really creepy, well done, really interesting. It's really interesting the pace they took with it, because it's not like they know that game is creepy and they know what that game's like now. Like, because even Iwata, when he was like, he's the CEO of Nintendo. If you didn't know, I'm not sure.
Iwata rings a bell.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, Satoru Iwata is he's the CEO of Nintendo or whatever. And
there's another one of those names like Svenskin.
I'm just keep making up game developers. No, yeah. Anyway, he's really cool. He was doing the Nintendo Direct and he was like, yeah, we know this game's creepy. We know this game has this atmosphere and stuff. And I really like that Nintendo is acknowledging
and
more,
embracing it as well.
this kind of darkness and stuff and like violence and like, I mean, you know, that sounds weird for like to be like, I'm so happy Nintendo is embracing like violence and stuff, but I think it's evolving their story so much, and I think it's really good for them to like acknowledge that Majora's Mask is probably the best story in Zelda. Like, I think personally, like, I don't know, like I love that. I love it.
There's
so
like more
much.
theories as well.
Yeah, it's like that's it. It's super open to interpretation, super interesting, and like kind of dark.
About games, like the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, me too, man.
Creepypastas.
Creepypastas. I didn't even say that creepypasta I thought about.
Yeah, say it now.
Okay, creepypasta break. Okay, creepypasta
from you.
It takes. Creepypasta break. I just want to. This takes real. It's like our soundbite. This is gonna be really short. It's like a really short thing, but it creeped me out. It's really good. So there's like a huntsman. He's out in the woods. Yeah, you can, but it'll make you sick with creepy. Apologize if you've heard this before, but like, there's this huntsman, and he's out in the woods, and he's like, and it's getting late and stuff, so he's like trying to find his way home and stuff, and he sort of gets lost. And he's like out, and so he's just wandering around, and then he finds this little cabin, and he's like, oh, sweet, a fucking little cabin. And he goes into the little cabin, and there's like a bed, and it's like, and it's like weird though, because there's all these portraits on the wall, and he's like looking around, he's like, oh well, all right, and he's like going to sleep. And he's like going to sleep and he's like looking at his portraits and like their faces are doing that and their faces are turning into Chris's face and they're like becoming like angry and like disgruntled and like really disapproving of him.
Reading this, like,
I was having it read to me on a podcast and it was the middle of the night and here's the punchline though.
Everywhere.
Yeah, basically. No, so anyway, they're getting really scared, like really disapproving and stuff, and he sort of like brushes it off and he like rolls over to face the wall. And just turns his back to these fucking portraits that are acting super creepy and weird, and I would probably leave.
Yeah, or you'd like
you'd think
the wall and smash.
Well, yeah, exactly. You do something.
You'll be angry at me. I'm gonna be angry at you.
But it's someone else's cabin. He doesn't want to do that. Anyway, he faces the wall, and he goes to sleep, and he has a really restless night's sleep in this creepy old cabin. And he wakes up in the morning, and he's like, "Fuck, what was that about? Like, that was so weird." And he turns around, and there's no portraits. There's only windows.
Whoa!
Creepypasta. So yeah, and I was sitting there, and my bed is right next to my window.
Spooky.
It was too spooky. It was 5 spooky.
Too spooky.
Have you seen like 2 sentences of spooky?
3 spooky, 5 me.
I can't remember any of them, but it's like just 2 sentences, and they try to make a series for real of just 2 sentences.
Yeah, do that. We'll do that next week. Okay. Put that on the. Chris, we get it. It's spooky.
And it's also pasta.
It's also pasta. Okay. Anyway, that was my creepypasta that freaked me
out. What about the old ghost story of like the girl who's staying at home at night and her parents have gone out for dinner? Anyway, she goes downstairs and there's a scratching at the door. So she opens the door and she finds a little puppy sitting at the front door. So she takes the puppy and she takes it up into her room and puts it underneath her bed. And then she goes back downstairs because she realized she's left the door open. So she closes the door. And then she goes upstairs, goes to bed. And then she checks to see if the dog's okay. So she puts her hand under the bed and the dog licks her hand.
Don't do it!
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So she's okay. So anyway, she goes to bed, and the next morning she wakes up, and she hears drip, drip, trip.
no.
So she goes looking all around the house, and she goes into the bathroom, and she finds the dog's head on the faucet of the thing dripping blood. And then she looks on the window, and she said, "You should always lock your doors."
Oh, jeez.
In blood.
I hate that stuff. Yeah.
Why was
I
the
usually tell it more spookily,
It was-
but you know,
it was
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, too spooky, dude.
Too
Yeah, it's like the murderer. The guy put the dog.
Is he still in the house?
We are so past Halloween for this. Thanksgiving spooky time. Yeah, I'm buying a theremin this week. I'd love to buy a theremin. That'd be amazing.
Mandark, the Mind Taker.
Shout out to Harvey Birdman. All right, back to the news. They changed it back. We're off the creepypasta. We get it, Chris. It's spooky. What else? Is there anything else in the news that we really wanted to get into? Because I'd like to move on from.
Can we talk about Smash Bros now?
Yeah, let's go into Smash Bros for sure.
I am
I got a chance to
fucking
play
in love with Smash Bros. It's so good.
Playing the 3DS one?
Yeah, I'm playing 3DS at the moment. I want to buy. I would literally buy, if I had the money, I would buy a Wii U just so I could play the Smash Bros.
It's one of those games. Yeah.
It's a system seller, buddy.
I thought it was like pretty much identical to the Wii version, though.
No.
No.
Different modes, different characters.
I mean, I was just playing a
levels.
demo, so.
Yeah, no, I played the demo on 3DS. I decided against getting 3DS version. I'm gonna wait and get the Wii U one, and then probably buy the 3DS one anyway because I get a free Mewtwo if I do that. Let's keep dragging me back in. You know how I feel about Pokemon, so that's a thing for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hype on it. Like I was watching that Smash tour, and I love that they're integrating like a board game feature kind of thing into it, because like.
It's like Mario Party.
No, it's not like Mario Party.
Well, the one Say Wits talked about it. It's very, very hectic. It's like
it's like everyone rolls a dice. What is it? Everyone rolls a dice. Everyone moves at once on this board, and there's 4 players, and there has to be 4 players, so like computers get added if there isn't enough humans.
Yeah.
And
every square you move to gives you a different bonus to your stats.
Yeah. It gives you stat bonuses for your characters, so your characters can get better jump, better punch, better that just upgrades to their hit, their basic attacks and stuff like that. And you collect fighters as you go.
Yeah, you get fighters as you go, and you're trying to touch all 5 bases of on the map, so that it gives you a massive stat bonus. Yeah. And then if you touch another player, at the end of the round, you have a battle with them.
Yeah.
Well, all battles take place, right? And then if you beat that player, they lose the character, and you gain that character.
Yeah.
And what else was it?
There's rewards and stuff. There's also power-ups you can use before you enter those battles that give you an item before you start and stuff to give you an advantage. So basically,
you walk around.
So basically, you don't choose a character though. So it's you play as your Mii, and then you get these characters, and you have the chance to steal characters off if you win battles and stuff like that. And it's kind of Pokemon. It's unique. Yeah. I think that's the thing. It's it is its own thing, and they did a really good job of making it its own thing. And all these battles have very special conditions and things like that. It's just I don't know. It's really cool. I like the look of it a lot. I thought it was going to be a Mario Party thing as well, but it's just not at all from what I've seen. And I would have liked that though, because I don't know about you guys. Mario Party's not that great. Not right now. It's actually Chris. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I'm in a mood.
Hashtag come on, man. Yeah. New Smash Bros. I'm told my voice can be pretty creepy, apparently. Do you guys agree? Lol. Dezaran, your voice is like honey in my brain. It could be creepy. You could get to that place, I think.
Well, as always, I'd like to say that I don't agree.
Can I just... Derailed cast. Hashtag derailed cast. This is a fun one. Right? Guys, it's also getting hotter here. I don't know if you guys know what Australian heat's like, but I hate it, and it's starting. So if you're wondering why we're loopy. Anyway, so Smash Bros. Looks awesome is my point. You can if you get both versions, Wii U and 3DS, you can get a Mewtwo if you didn't know already. I'm sure everyone that's interested knows most of this stuff already. They also have a trailer.
Been pretty good at sharing all that stuff.
Yeah, IGN just IGN.
IGN loves helping gamers.
They definitely do. But yeah, basically, it looks great. The thing I really liked about the news that came out for it, though, the Duck Hunt dog.
Yeah.
They did the trailer for him on the Wii U. Everyone sort of knew that he was coming anyway, but the fact that they did this like
So
really
actually
funny
game, or is
No,
it
he's in Smash.
Really?
He's in Smash.
You can get Duck Hunt Duo in the 3DS version. I've been playing as him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
is Game & Watch still in there? Or
I have no idea.
Yes, Game & Watch is in there. I've been playing him as well. I've got all the characters.
That's awesome. No, yeah, my point is that I know Duck Hunt Dog was in 3DS, but we hadn't had him confirmed for the Wii U version yet. So that was great that we saw that. I'm super hype on Duck Hunt Dog because he looks like when I was watching it, I was like, I think I tweeted it out when I was live tweeting the whole thing. He reminds me of like what Banjo-Kazooie would kind of be like in that, but he's also like a tribute to like every single like light gun game from the 80s and 90s kind of thing. Like he's got all these little references to like different games and stuff from Nintendo. He used that light gun, so it's like he's a really cool character. I think his smash move is actually that he snipes you with a light gun. He like leaves the screen. He's like, but the duck's there. That's what's cool about it.
He's like, you know how Villager, his save is he gets his little balloon.
Yeah, he gets that's a reference.
The dog gets the duck flies him up.
I think Chris is trying to show us right now. We'll shut up so
he
it switches to
that. I put my camera in my mouth so I can actually play.
Okay. Oh, you play.
This is really difficult.
Oh,
yeah, so you can't do
that's the dog.
The duck is on his
You
back.
have to shut up so that it won't show us.
What?
Well, it's just because when we talk, it switches back to us. I'm trying to let it show the stream of you playing. I wish we had a capture
basically, what you get is you've got the duck and the dog, and it's like all of his abilities are based off the shooting game things. Like you throw a clay pigeon to the left and you can shoot it, and then you've got a down B move which adds in a fighter from one of the shooter galleries.
Okay, that's awesome. Cool. We're not getting great. I saw the duck pulling him up there. That's awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought he saved it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's not really good quality, so we'll try and not show that. Sorry, but no, that's awesome, dude. I'm really psyched to play with you actually, and I'm super happy that they put in the 3DS version to act as a controller for the Wii U version.
Yeah. That
blew me away. Like I was really that was just such a smart idea. And they don't do that enough. Yeah, feel free to play. That's cool. Smash looks awesome. Is there any other news that we wanted to get into? The Pikmin short movies that just came out as well. If you have a 3DS or a Wii U, you can go on to the eShop and buy for about $6.50, I think, these little Pikmin shorts, like little CGI animations about Pikmin, and they're like a Pixar movie, and they're really funny and really cool.
Yeah.
And I think do it if not to like watch them. Yeah, like I love them. They're so like adorable and like cool, and the animation is like amazing. It's really good, and on 3DS you get 3D as well.
Yeah,
so that's awesome. But yeah, I recommend it for no other reason than to support Nintendo doing something interesting, right? Like to support, because I'd love for Nintendo to start launching animated series and stuff like that. That'd be really interesting to me. So yeah, just go out and check it out if you like Pikmin, if you like animation and stuff. They're funny, they're cute. I really enjoyed it. I was happy and the price tag's not that bad at all. Yeah, it's cool.
Alright, should we move on from news?
Yeah, we can move on from news if Chris doesn't have anything else to add.
The Pokemon trading card game that got ported to the 3DS shop.
Oh, the Virtual Console?
I'm really happy about that. They're doing all that. I'm surprised they haven't done it with Red and Blue yet, but I'm sure they have a HD remake.
I think I assumed the thing that would happen with Red and Blue is it'd be a Fire Red and Fire Red Leaf Green, actually. But I doubt they're gonna do it at all, because I think if they're gonna do it, they'll just make they'll make Omega Red. You know what I mean? Like they'll do like a 3DS remake. Now they've got these new models, they've got this whole new thing, and I think they're gonna remake every region within the new engine. Like that's my theory, because like the creator of Pokemon talks about this all the time. He wants Pokemon to be a thing that you can pass down. He wants Pokemon to be a thing that you can share with like your grandkids and stuff. And so like he's trying to encourage, and like he says his biggest failure is that you can't trade Pokemon from Red and Blue. Like there's people that had Pokemon in Red and Blue that they haven't been able to trade up from certain generations.
Yeah.
So there was like a split there. I think it was between the Game Boy Advance and the original Game Boy maybe. Or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, the point is he's really invested in making that shareable and stuff. And so I think the news will be coming that like there's going to be a game coming out with like multiple regions in it, and it might be Z. That was my theory. Pokemon Z, I think, is going to have maybe the original 3 regions.
Yeah, the thing about Pokemon Z is that Zygano is already in X and Y. Like you can catch it.
Yeah, I know you can catch it, but they never explained it. So I think Z's coming. I think Z's even might be a DLC kind of thing. I was happy with that idea, but now that I've got this other theory about the new regions coming in, I kind of think it's going to be its own game. And I think they're just going to call it like Pokemon Zeta or something, and they're going to make it like an omnibus of the original Pokemon, so that you can get at that stuff.
I would like to see Pokemon, a large-scale Pokemon game with all the regions.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, you want that. I mean, release a Pokemon Stadium that lets us do that, maybe.
How would you feel about a Pokemon Stadium that was the Smash Bros. Sort of battle thing, so you had your Pokemon...
Oh, like real-time battles?
Like,
I reckon the best way to do it would be to take the Smash Bros. Element and have just a
they've already got Pokemon in there, right? Yeah, like, they work really well. Chris talks about this, actually. I think Chris's biggest dream is to have that real-time battle.
Yeah. My difference between Smash Bros. Is like more of a 3D environment rather than just one plane going left and right. I wanted
acrobatic battles and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you've ever played Crisis Core or the recent Final Fantasy games where they've got that 3D battle system, or like Kingdom Hearts that has it too. I'm trying to think of other games. Devil May Cry has a really good 3D battle system.
So, like Devil May Cry battles? Because that.
Oh yeah, sort of like
sweet.
Anyway, okay, so what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, so basically like an actual Pokemon battle, like from the anime, but you have control of the Pokemon. So you pick your Pokemon, and then you gain control over the Pokemon in the battle, like jumping off rocks, using them to your defense, diving into the water, being stuck on a platform because your Pokemon can't swim. Those sort of mechanics that miss from the game because how a Pikachu is just standing on the back of a Lapras in the middle of the ocean and using thunder attacks, but we know that the thunder attacks affect everything that the Pikachu is touching. So why isn't the Lapras that you're standing on getting electrocuted, or is the Pikachu drowning in the water? And then why again isn't it? Yeah, so the game sort of, there's an element of despondency when you're playing in environments you can't work in, you can't play in properly.
Yeah. No, I love that idea, and it's I mean, they sort of did. There was a fan game that's coming out that's sort of like that.
And it's going to get destroyed.
Well, it's been destroyed like 3 times now. I think it keeps getting re-released under different names, but it's like and slowly getting closer and closer to completion. I think it's officially dead. I'm not sure on the official word on that. I have to do some research. Desiree threw in a little comment about Gale of Darkness. He says, "Would you include the region from Pokemon C Gale of Darkness in your idea?" So that's a really good point. The Gale of Darkness, yeah, definitely. That's like an amazing region. I'd love to visit that within a Pokemon RPG, right? Like that would be crazy if they included that.
I'm not glad.
That was a GameCube game. Gale of Darkness was like a Pokemon Stadium, but it was an RPG. Like it was an actual on-console RPG. It was the only like real attempt they took at putting the RPG element in on console, right? Yeah. Like so, and people I don't think really appreciated or liked it, but I loved it. Like it was amazing. I really liked the mechanics in it and the fact that they actually tried to do that. So that's awesome. Yeah, Gale of Darkness, Desiree is in. We're getting it in. Put it in. Clap it on.
Yeah.
All right.
The other elements of the game would be traveling around the regions in a more like I don't want to say it, but more like a WoW sort of perspective, like as a trainer, rather than just sort of like having a set course. You can go anywhere and like see different types of Pokemon. And, yeah, definitely like Skyrim. Skyrim is a good, So you can
and you throw the Pokeballs in the first person. Crazy.
Yeah, that too. Like. I just want a more free-form game that doesn't have... Like, I understand the storylines are interesting, and I love stories of Pokemon, but I would like to see...
Like, separate, right?
yeah, these two things can be separate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think what you're explaining is more of a console game, right? Like, I think that would fit on the Wii U perfectly. And they're doing stuff like that right now with Pokken, that fighting game, which is the Tekken meets Pokemon hybrid, which is amazing. That's a great idea. And they're doing that with that kind of stuff with more, like, intricate battle mechanics within the thing and using that. So I think that could be a definite possibility and something that'll, like, show up soon, even, really. Because, like, Mystery Dungeon sort of does it. Like, those kind of games sort of, like, poke it real time. So yeah, I think it's coming. Yeah, I think it's coming. I think it's just about working it out, and like they're going to be doing. Like, I think once Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out, there's going to be the side games are going to start showing up. Yeah. Because there's like already a couple in the works. There's that detective picture game where you're a detective with a Pikachu or something. And there's Pokken, and there's a bunch of side games still coming. Anyway,
let's move on from Pokemon.
Moving on from Pokemon.
Are we moving on from news altogether? Let's just go discussion.
Yeah, let's go discussion now.
Just between ourselves, and then we'll take it out to everyone else.
Yeah,
I actually have to go, guys.
Okay, that's fine, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us for the news. Bye.
Bye.
Love you lots.
Have a good time. Bye, everybody. See you next time.
Have a good time learning your karate, man.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Hipster Hearts.
He's gone.
He's out of here.
He's
Discussion.
out of here.
Did I spell discussion?
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Discuss.
I'm just going to change it to talk time. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, maybe not.
Talk time.
Anyway, so Red Dead Redemption betrayed me.
I'm so bad at talk. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this.
So we spoke about it in. Did we speak about it in the podcast, or was it in the extras of the podcast?
I think it was in the audio podcast. We talked about Red Dead, and I laid out Red Dead spoilers.
So he told me the spoilers. So spoiler alert.
If you haven't played Red Dead,
but only a little bit of a spoiler alert.
Yeah, like a little touch, like just the tip.
Yeah. So Bill Williamson.
Bill Williamson.
So the whole mission is to go kill Bill Williamson.
Oh, he's the government guy, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't remember his name.
So what happened to me when I went to kill Bill Williamson? What happened to me when I went to kill Bill Williamson?
Okay, yeah.
It came to the point where I think he was in a carriage or something, he got taken out, and you have the option to go Deadeye and shoot him. Or someone else is going to shoot him.
Oh, yeah.
So I went...
that was an amazing moment.
So everyone else has an amazing moment, but not me. For some reason, I'm like savoring the moment. I'm going to go, I'm saying to him, I've waited all this time, someone else shot him. Someone else took that from you? Took it from me.
Because you took too long to kill him.
I don't know if I took too long. I don't think I did. I think it just hates me, and that happened. Anyway, so it came to the end of the game that you were telling me about how, so spoiler alert right now. What's his name?
Jack
Marsden.
Yeah, the son.
John Marsden.
John Marsden.
He dies.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the barn.
You should have a flash.
I was in the barn. Yeah. Everyone was outside. I'm like, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I went out. I clicked in the analog sticks. Go Deadeye.
Yep.
It gone Deadeye automatically. It clicked me out of Deadeye. I died. So again, the two most important moments of that game, the game managed to take them from me. That's hilarious. I mean, it sucks, dude. I hate that. And they're two moments where you can't really, like, you're sure you can turn it off, turn it back on, but you gotta, it's already destroyed that.
Yeah.
The whole moment. Yeah,
it's over already. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, and like the way I was speaking about it to you, I was going like, yeah, like the story is amazing, and those moments sort of sell the entire story.
But when that happened to me, because that only just happened, it brought back up what happened with Bill Williamson. How disappointed I was with that.
Yeah. I like my problem. As soon as they killed off John, like I got so upset because I was like, I spent the entire game with this insanely charismatic character that they've written, and like I love this dude so much now, and like. It's like, and then they just take him away from you, and I get stuck with his whiny bitch of a son. Yeah. It's just like, oh, I hate you, Jack. Why you even exist?
All right, we've got lots of that covered in the podcast. Yeah, the highlights for last week's podcast, you'll hear all about Red Dead.
They're coming out in the next couple of days, I think. Quickly, before we move on to the next one, back to just, there was a Pokemon thing Desiree wanted to discuss here. Yeah. Would you be all right if it was a free roaming open world, but it was each region that you had to go through kind of in order? So like from that would be amazing. That's exactly what we're talking about, I think. And because you'd be the champion of every region, that would be.
You have your Pokeballs, because I think you're actually meant to have 6.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So you wouldn't actually have to buy Pokeballs. You just have your 6, and you can only maybe you'd have one that you can throw.
Well,
and if you fail to catch
right?
with one of those,
yeah.
then you can't catch the Pokemon because
it's kind of
you've got to go pick up your Pokeball again, and that's the only free Pokeball you have.
Oh, that sounds intense.
You get it?
It's like a survival game now.
If you had 5 Pokemon on your belt already, then you know how, because in the TV show, if you catch the Pokemon, it shoots off.
Yeah, but you can have Pokemon in your bag. You can have Pokeballs in your bag.
I think they just have to keep it to 6.
I think you have to be able to have a couple. Come on now, 6.
You reckon?
That sounds like a survival game.
You'd always be able to reuse them. But if you went and picked up the Pokeball again, you'd have to recover it.
Sounds like the craziest moment where you've like beaten a Pokemon to death. It's like crawling away, all 3D and like really real. It's like a poly world, just dragging its broken legs that your Arcanine.
I don't think they have to do that. They just.
That was just satire. That's just satire.
Pokemon
anyway.
faints and it's got swirly eyes.
Yeah. And then you throw a Pokeball, it doesn't catch, and then you have to run up, pick it up, throw it back, pick it up.
So at that point, it would catch.
Okay, yeah, I think so as well. If it's unconscious, that's like a weird thing about battle mechanics is like you can't catch Pokemon that you've killed in the turn-based game. Like that's always. I get it, but it
kind of means that they're actually dead, though.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like it sells you a different message. No, that's cool. Yeah, I like that idea. Good idea, Desiree, to make it in all the regions. Your idea sounds
gyms in different. You can go like in a different.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
But I mean, you're gonna have to grind away a bit with your Pokemon, and you head off.
Well, yeah, but that's it. Like
then maybe if the other gyms sort of like shaped their way.
But if it's like Skyrim and open worldy, there could be like side quests. You might not even like. What if you just wanted to be a contestant entrant? Like you wanted to have beautiful Pokemon or whatever, or breed Pokemon. What if that was a cool option?
I reckon it's gonna happen.
It's like an MMO. Like I've talked about that a lot as well. I've always wanted the Pokemon MMO that would be real time.
A console game, and I think we'll have a campaign, and they'll release a DLC package that is the MMO itself. So like they did with GTA.
I don't know. I feel like it could be a little while off if they're going to work on something like that. But I'd love it to death. Yeah. I know that's not popular with a lot of people as well because they love the turn-based games.
Still have the
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, both. Branch out.
And I reckon I'll have elements of Pokemon Snap in it as well.
Pokemon Snap? Oh my god, everything. Yeah,
so
if you could get the camera.
Yeah, and then you like maybe go in a safari.
It's just a love letter to all Pokemon games.
I reckon it will definitely happen because so many people want it to happen.
No, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's the thing though. I guess people have been saying that for a long time too. But yeah, I'd love to see it. I really like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've talked to people on Twitter and stuff before that have like really been upset about it though, like uncomfortable amounts. That's what I'm saying. That's what I told them. I was like, fine. Do you play every game that comes out?
Are these people
this was ages ago
from watching the TV show and then the transition?
Yeah, it's all that stuff.
Do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think it's just they're old fans. They're like really into it. This was ages ago. I don't even. Yeah. But
because they're really competitive Pokemon players, you reckon?
Well, exactly. I think it's just it's a fear of corruption of the idea and stuff like that. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's just like a thing.
All right, let's talk old video game ads.
The only thing is sorry, just add to that quickly before we move on. The only Desiree has just tweeted at us. The only thing is you'd either have to go over level 100 or really stagger the leveling. That's.
I think they wouldn't have to worry about a leveling system.
I think you just max it out.
An ability system. It would be.
I think you max it out. I think you give unlimited levels almost at that point.
But I don't think they'd even need to do levels. I think it would just be like a Pokemon.
What if they mixed it up completely? Like, so every time you used flamethrower, you could level up flamethrower.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That'd make it more like the show skills, as well.
Yeah.
Because in the show, they actually trained their Pokemon to do certain things. And like, there's that episode where Pikachu's learning Iron Tail, and it takes the entire episode, and he's like trying and trying, and then Pikachu learns fucking Iron Tail. Like, that would be cool if you could do that kind of stuff. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Good point, Desmond. But I think
if it's going to be a different game, I think they'll try and leave the mechanics of the handheld games completely and just reinvent it in a whole new way.
Yeah, why not? Make it
maybe have like a skill set, like where you've actually got to build your skill trees of all the different Pokemon.
Oh my god, that'd be cool.
Like you could choose.
You can start picking what kind of things you want it to learn.
You can choose like a Pikachu that's fast, or a Pikachu that's bulky, and it's like really
so like your EVs would be like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that'd be really cool. You split into all these different directions, and you can get a stone and unlock.
It's a completely different game. It'd be amazing. Yeah, I agree. I think it's beautiful how fun that would be. Like, I don't know. Yeah, go mining for Thunderstones. Holy crap!
Yeah, for sure. I reckon that's how they'll do it.
I'd
I don't think they'll follow like. I think it would literally be create your own character, sort of like Skyrim.
Yeah. Well, that's
have
sort
a
of
basic like main story side quests.
Yep.
But you sort of fill it all in yourself.
and then like a multiplayer area. And and stuff.
They'll just release like a multiplayer expansion of the game where you can
That'd be
either
amazing.
log into your campaign or log into multiplayer, which will be tweaked to be a lot different.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
It's still sort of the same as that campaign.
It'd be really fun. I think that'd be great. And you could do like raids to get
Yeah.
legendaries with a bunch of friends, and like all your friends have to help to fight it and stuff. That'd be really cool. Yeah, good idea. What was the next topic?
Let's do video game ads.
Video game ads. Okay, it was this because I put.
Yeah,
This is by Prince Watercress on Twitter. Shout him out at the start. I don't think he even knows we exist, to be honest. But he's like a cool guy on Twitter and like YouTube and stuff. He posted up this Japanese ad for Link to the Past.
It's definitely Papa Zelda.
Papa Zelda. What? Okay. Anyway, you're in a silly mood today.
It's what it is though. The ad is all hand puppets and
Yeah.
it's Papa Zelda.
Oh, Puppet Zelda.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Papa Zelda, like Puff Daddy Zelda. I was a bit because they kind of rap in it. There's kind of like a song in it. It's like it's kind of weird. If you haven't seen it, go look up it's an old Japanese commercial for Link to the Past on Game Boy, and it is hilarious. They have little puppets of all of it, and they kind of like tell the story of Link to the Past.
The uncle? What's he doing in that? He's like just lounging around like
Yep. That's right. There's that scene where he's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Is he on a tree branch?"
Yeah, I think
that
was on like a palm tree branch.
Everything about that ad made me so happy. I loved it.
And the ads that I found for Sega's marketing.
Oh my god! Yeah, you found a weird ad. Like what?
They're like
they were
Sega's
like masturbation
game,
jokes.
Yeah, masturbation jokes, and it's like a marketing thing. It's like,
those were so funny.
What was it? One said?
I don't remember what they said exactly. I remember the images.
Yeah, it was just like really graphic.
Well, it was like play with yourself or something. Yeah. It was like that was their slogan.
When you can play with this.
Yeah, exactly. And like the picture's like a naked dude turned around. He's got like his hands in his crutch, and like you can see that from behind you. Like, that's a man. Yeah, he's covering his dick with the Game Gear, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, and now I want a Game Gear.
Like a joystick, and someone's like grasping his joystick.
Grasping is a good way to put it. Yeah, definitely grasping. Yeah, so
it says it gets harder as you play.
It gets harder as you play, that's right. That goes back to, did you see this on Twitter? I don't know if you were keeping up with it, but like I was just running around and this kid started tweeting review sex like video games or something, and it was like, we're all just like very reminiscent of its predecessor and stuff like that. And it was exactly that. Like it was like this same like, yeah, it gets harder as like, the more you play and stuff. I was trying to think of one, but I couldn't. There it is. Hashtag review sex like games. It gets harder as you play.
Harder as you play.
Harder as you play. Did it.
Hashtag harder as you play.
Hashtag harder as you play. Hashtag come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other ads that you're saying?
There's, I think there's the classics that are like, there's the Paul Rudd Super Nintendo commercial, I think, where he's like, Paul Rudd, the actor? It's like one of his first things that he ever did, like ages ago in the 80s.
Oh,
like,
yeah. George from Seinfeld, is it?
No. Paul Rudd, he's like a younger.
No.
He's in Chinatown movies.
No, I remember.
Well, anyway, he's just a little kid in this, and he's just like, whoa! And it's doing that 90s video game commercial where it's like all like, and he's like, oh my god! It's really good. It's like funny. That's a real favorite of mine. And the entire movie, The Wizard, right? That movie that movie is.
Oh, is it where someone gets sucked in?
No, it's an ad. It's like it's like these kids traveling cross country to participate in a Nintendo tournament, and it's like they're advertising the Power Glove in it, and he's like, "I love the Power Glove. It's so bad." Yeah, and it's like this douchey kid, and like that's his edge. Like the bully in it is like edge is that he's got the Power Glove. He's got to fuck everyone up with the Power Glove. And then there's the end is like it ends with this massive tournament for Super Smash Bros. 3, which was just coming out. Yeah. So it's like this massive ad, and it's fantastic. If you've seen The Wizard, it's really funny. I love the Power Glove because it's so bad. I'm pretty sure everyone should.
The Digimon ad.
The Digimon.
Do you remember the Digimon ad?
Is that
what little monsters?
Is that like bust out of the little Tamagotchi thing?
Yeah.
Is that like CGI kind of shooting?
No, it's
I kind of remember.
It's like it's at a school. This is like in Australia. I don't know if they did it everywhere. It's at a school, and then like there's all the kids and they're crowding around in like a fight. And they go fight. And they get the Digimon out and they like just connect Digimon. And then the teacher comes out and she's like, "You little monsters!"
Oh my god! No, I can't.
Have you not seen that one?
I think I do remember that from my childhood because I had
It's
Digimon.
on par with like the Pokemon getting in the bus.
Yeah, the Pokemon getting in the bus.
Yeah.
I think I talked about that a little while ago. No, I loved my Digimon Tamagotchi thing. Like that was like we did have moments like that at my school when I was in primary school. We had like the Digimon. It was like
when Digimon started to get popular.
I used to fuck kids up.
There was this one kid who had like a matchbox and he'd walk around the school and he had little toothpicks that had like special tape over it, and that was like your reset toothpicks, and he'd be selling them. And someone else would be selling these like tabs, because you know you could do the tab cheat where you like go press the buttons and then pull it out and you get a Digimon that's already set.
That sounds way more black market.
Yeah, I know. We had all these black market kids that are strolling around making money.
You had like a black market thing going on. And then my school had the Fight Club. Yeah, we had like a fucking, because like it was banned from school.
It was banned from our school.
Yeah, because it was causing so much shit.
There was all this money happening.
And then the money's, that's weird.
Someone started came up with the idea that if you lose a Digimon battle and the Digimon dies, then by right you've got to give up your Digimon.
What the? It's like Fast and the Furious. You're gonna fight Digimon, then you won't give my Digimon. So I guess. I mean, right now as an adult, I'm like, I guess they're like $20, and that sounds hilariously fun to me. But yeah, if I was a kid, that would devastate me because I love that Digimon more than anything. No, ours was just like a fucking like Fight Club because like it was banned because they actually caused like kind of physical violence between kids at a couple of points. So we had to go underground and we'd like meet up behind like buildings and stuff, and there'd be like literally a circle of people, and it'd be like picking people to fight. Like, so they would just start shit. I wrecked shit. I had a fucking Metal Greymon or whatever, that fucking giant robot T-Rex, and I just wrecked face for like a week before it died of old age. It was really good. Good times.
So good. There was like one day at school after everything was banned, there was like a ban day where everything that was banned on this one day, and so everyone would bring in their Pokemon cards, start trading. Holy people would be playing Yu-Gi-Oh everywhere. Digimon would come back.
That is asking for trouble.
Marbles would come back because they got banned.
I ran a couple of marble rings. I designed a marble game that exploited the ability of me to make rules of a game. And so basically, it was sneaky. I won a couple of marbles. I ended up giving them all back because I was like, I'm acting like a freak. Like I'm way too into marbles. And like,
did you have like little box that you open up and it had all the compartments? I had all your marbles catalog.
I had a bag. I had made. It had this like rainbow woolen string. I was like this little 5-year-old. And when I was little, I had like long blonde hair because I didn't want to get my hair cut. Because like, I don't know, we live in like a hippie kind of area, and like so I grew up here, and it was just like. Yeah, so I was like long blonde hair, like strapped marble bag, like this white sack with all these like kind of like stitching through it. It's like really pretty. I think I've still got it somewhere. It's still full of marbles probably. And it was just this sack of glass essentially. Like it was full and it was like stretching and it would break sometimes. It's just like I had a lot of marbles. There were a lot of them my dad's as well. So like he passed those down to me, which was sweet.
Marbles went huge.
Yeah, marbles were. I don't know why. I swear they were like on Round the Twist.
Round the Twist is an Australian show for all the...
Oh, look it up on YouTube. I think it's there.
You'll love it.
It's actually the best. It's like the funniest crap. It's
let's get something else. So we've done.
It's like the Twilight Zone for kids. Yeah. Anyway. Did you want to talk about retro consoles or something? Yeah. That was interesting what you're saying.
So this is a question for you, Avi, and then we'll take it to everyone else and we'll get some answers from everyone else once we've done it.
Sweet.
Let's just find the question.
Check your DM, you'll find it.
So, what's a memory of you getting to play a game? So you went out of your way to try and play
I'm really sorry, Desiree. What's DM? But check your DM. What's DM? Digital Monsters? I feel like he's gonna tell me and I'm gonna know what it is exactly though, and I'm gonna feel really dumb about it.
We should know about it. DM, it rings a bell.
I mean, it's my Dungeon Master. Is my Dungeon Master hilarious?
Is it hilarious?
I don't know. So Desiree, I'm gonna tweet back at you and be like, "What's a DM?" Sorry if that comes across really flat.
What's the memory of getting to play a game? So you went out of your way to try and find a game that you really wanted to play. Or you ended up playing just out of the blue.
Do you remember Lost Planet for Xbox, the first Xbox? And it was on PC and stuff.
It rings a bell.
Like it's like a frozen wasteland. There's like bandits in it, and there's giant mechs and stuff. It's like a really cool franchise. Lost Planet 3 just came out recently.
Yeah.
It's like a whole game where like you have this heat mechanic.
DM direct message.
Oh, could that be it? Oh my goodness. I hope so. Yes, it is. I do find that hilarious, Desiree. Thank you for remembering what DM could stand for. I do feel literally dumb.
What is it?
We actually got to show Round the Twist up here. Oh, right, because Canada and Australia do share a lot of programming. Saddle Club, which was huge in Australia, the show version of the books, the Saddle Club, it was filmed in Canada, I think. And like they had Australian production crews going out there and stuff. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad we're like Commonwealth, man.
Yeah.
Kinship of the Commonwealth. My brother. Still enslaved to Britain for some reason.
So you
anyway,
Lost Kingdom.
Okay, Lost Planet is a game where you are a guy in like a parka, in like a suit of warmthness, and you collect heat energy from like enemies you kill, different like pickups and stuff. So you can actually freeze to death if you run out of this like heat energy and like this goop, basically. Yeah. And you got to kill these giant alien bugs and stuff to like extract it from their bodies. Like it's really fun. I like that mechanic a lot. It's like this cool third-person game where it's got like grappling mechanics and stuff like that. And anyway, they'd have it in Kmart's, and they'd have the demo in Kmart's where you play like 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah.
And me and Pez would literally go to Tweed to sit in Kmart's for like hours and hours on end and just play those demos together and take turns playing demos. Because we loved that game, and neither of us had an Xbox, and that's what it was on at the time. And so we were just like, that was fantastic. That was like, that's the best.
Awesome.
That was our one. We traveled about 40 minutes north to do that. Also, Desiree, I disagree with your direct message. I think that is an amazing nickname. I don't know how public you want me to get with that. I'm not gonna do that to you. But I am kind of. I think I already said it in this thing anyway. Anyway, cool. What's your memory?
So the one I came up with was getting on a bike early in the morning, not telling anyone I was leaving. I was probably I would have been 8 years old, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, just getting on my bike, pedaling out to town to a kid that I barely knew's house.
Yep.
And this was in Darwin.
Okay, cool.
That's like north coast of Australia.
Yeah.
Hashtag Darwin.
Hashtag Darwin. Hashtag come on, Darwin.
Hashtag really hot.
Hashtag really hot. Oh my god.
So yeah, I'd just go there and I'd play the Marios that had the raccoon suit.
Oh, okay.
Mario that had the raccoon suit.
3.
Mario Yoshi.
You mean 3? Mario World.
Mario. It wasn't the Yoshi's
Super
Island.
Mario World though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one because that's the first one with Yoshi. You start on the island. You start at like Yoshi's house.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. No, that's an amazing game.
Yeah, I remember my memories of like I'd just go there. No one would know where I went. I'd be gone for like 5, and I'd just like get on my bike, come back, be like, "Where have you been?" Oh, I was just like probably like
Mario
5Ks in town in the city.
Yeah, just playing.
Went up this flat in the elevator.
I don't know anyone there.
House.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
crazy when you're an 8-year-old.
Yeah, no, that's a bit more aggressive. We had parental consent.
That's why I went early, because I knew no one would let me do it. Like, I'm getting out of here.
I gotta go play Mario. That's hilarious, dude.
What have other people said?
Yeah, I want to turn this over as well to everyone. What games have you gone out of your way to play? I think it's normally demos or games you don't have that you're sneaking out to play. So please tweet at us on the RetroVerse show.
Do it quick, because we're going to be moving on to another question soon.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, no, while we wait for responses on that, we can move on, because Desiree has put a question to us about TV, about Canadian Australian TV. Desiree says, please tell me that you guys got the show Are You Afraid of the Dark when you were younger?
Yes. Yes.
100% yes. That show
was
the best.
Storytelling thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like the Midnight Society or some shit. They meet up around that fire.
Just tell ghost stories.
Holy crap, that is a blast from my past that I am happy to have. Good.
I think
really
I might have blocked most of the episodes out because I was traumatized.
They were scary when I was a kid. I think this might have been a different horror show actually, but I think I saw an episode once. It was about a kid who got a heart transplant, and then the heart, like the brain, like the soul and brain of whoever's heart it was, started like taking him over and like
I remember that.
It was like making him flirt with his girlfriend and shit. It was super weird. Like that episode got to me. Like I was like, oh, Organs can
think that
take over your mind?
I mentioned it a little bit when you're talking about wizards, but was there an episode of that where it was to do with video games? Where these guys were playing pinball on an arcade machine and they got sucked into it or something?
That sounds very real.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Are you afraid of the dark? Just doing my pinball voice.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Welcome to the Midnight Society. I don't think that's what it's actually called. I think that's from Adventure Time. No, not Adventure Time. Venture Bros. Venture Bros. That's a great show as well. If you haven't seen it, it's an amazing adult.
So yes, we did get Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Are You Afraid of the Dark is a fantastic show, and I watch it still to this day, along with Goosebumps. And there was another horror show for kids that I don't watch as much, but I do want to remember what it is.
Was it that one where he's like at a popcorn place and it's like a cartoon?
Yeah, it was like a fucked up cartoon with the creepy, like, it was kind of like Tales from the Crypt, that old 80s show with the Crypt Keeper. It was like this creepy skeleton doll thing. But yeah, it was just like this claymation. Yeah, it was weird. It was like Tales for Naughty Kids or some shit.
Yeah, Spooky Tales for Naughty Kids.
Yeah, Spooky Tales for Spooky Kids. Hashtag Spooky Kids. That show freaked me out a lot. Like, that show had a lot of actually, like, those were basically creepypastas. Every one of those cartoons is a creepypasta. Anyway.
So this sort of applies to the previous question. Weird places you've played games. So would it be at the store?
I mean, yeah, store is like the most in anyone's way I get, definitely. I mean, I don't do that. I haven't done that in like 6 years, probably. I haven't played a game in a store, really, because I've just had the ability to play them. So I gotta stop dinosaurs, man. Yeah, basically, weirdest. I've taken my 3DS a lot of places. Like, I've played my 3DS at a 21st before in the city. And like everyone was like getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
I
mean, we used to play it at school.
We used to play it at school all
we
the
used to
time.
have DS gatherings where
that was like that was the new Fight Club.
That was the new Fight Club. Everyone would get together with their DS and we'd play download play.
Yeah, we'd download play. What we play? We played
middle of sport. Oh no, we've all got twisted ankles.
Yeah, my head is.
Oh man, my stomach. Yeah, let's go play DS. Everyone, let's go play DS.
My thumbs are fine.
Yeah, my thumbs are great.
I loved. Yeah, because we played a lot of Bomberman on DS. We played a lot of the Mario Party. Joey had that. Yeah. Mario Kart. Pokemon came out and everyone got really into it for a little while, which was fun.
Pokemon went crazy. Animal
that was
Crossing
cool that everyone. It was like a bunch of 17-year-olds. Yeah, Animal Crossing was too real. Like, you've talked about that before, but that was that period.
Axing people's houses.
Oh my god, do you remember the hit we did?
Yeah.
Like Eric's Town? I still feel bad about that.
And we created like a Fight Club society that we were all in together. We're like, oh, quick, go borrow Eric's DS, and someone went and borrowed it. And we started playing.
Us in on that.
Let's go. We all had all these axes.
We had like full inventory of axes.
Every single tree.
And we literally cut down every tree in Eric's house before he could get that. Like, Eric's one of our friends from high school.
Yeah.
We literally, shout out to Eric, hey buddy. No, we chopped down every single tree and took every piece of fruit
he had.
He literally couldn't rebuild his town or rebuild the fruit economy or anything like that.
So we had to go there as like another mission where I think
we came back with saplings and fruit and stuff because we had to replan everything. We thought it was the funniest thing. It was great when it was happening.
Before that happened, though, we turned on one of our other members and we're like, oh yeah, we're just coming to your town. And then he let us in and then suddenly we all turned against him.
Yeah, you just run off into a corner and he's like, what are you guys doing? I can't find you. And like, he'd turn up in these patches of just dead trees.
He's like, no, it's happening to me too.
Never trust us. Holy crap, no, that is full on. Like, the Animal Crossing bullying we got into.
Alright, moving on from that.
But you were either part of it or you were getting like subjugated to it kind of thing. You had to like, you might get away if you aligned with it.
If you just don't lend your DS to anyone.
It was so funny.
Don't let anyone in town.
Never, yeah. I'm still hesitant of ever socializing ever again. Okay, Desiree, I've used portable systems on the bus. That's for sure. Nowhere really weird comes to mind. Maybe work, lunchtime, break time. Yeah, that's it.
What about when you're a little kid walking around following like your parents just playing your Game Boy or something?
I think I've talked about this before. I had Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah. I had both of them, which was insane already because like I had no money. I was a little kid. But
obviously they were extorted from other kids in school.
I think I did steal a Pokemon game at one point in my life. No, I was... It's too deep. No. But I was walking around New Zealand. We went to New Zealand for a month to visit like my family and stuff. And hair in my mouth. It's a good time. No, it's out now. It's fine, guys. No, but yeah, so I spent all of my New Zealand trip basically walking around playing my DS and not my DS, my Game Boy Color, and talking to my mom about how much Cloyster and Cloyster's evolution line was interesting, and the fact that it clamped onto a Slowbro tail to make it Slowbro, and like just all that crap. And like, and you know, my mom was like,
I don't really understand a word you're saying.
Yeah,
right now.
it's literally Japanese essentially to like anyone that doesn't know.
They have to do with a lot of that thing.
I think our generation put our parents through way more jargon than like other people, because like, we were just
like all Leet Speak came in, and then
I watched a lot of Deadwood once in my life, and I started talking like cowboy. My parents talked like, that was fun. It was in high school. I watched Deadwood like constantly, and I started picking up cowboy drawls. And then my parents were like, "Why are you talking like that? It's not how you talk." And I'm like, literally can't help it.
No, I don't know. It's the thing.
It's like, yeah, I do that with like any accent though. High school was a weird time.
All right, here's a quick little anecdote.
But yeah, thank you for the response.
Did anyone else?
Yeah, we do lunchtime stuff too.
Did anyone else? You obviously like the Game Boy Advance games were a lot smaller than a Game Boy.
Yep. They were wider. I never had a Game Boy.
Yeah, they were just a little bit smaller like that.
Yeah.
But they were the same width.
Yep.
And if you remember, the Game Boy Color, it had when you like locked it, a little thing came across and blocked off the top.
Yep.
So it trapped the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was cool.
Was that Game Boy Color that did
that? Was I think it was the chunky ones, and then maybe Color had the same functions. Yeah. They had the little divot in them though.
So did anyone try this, or was it just me?
Oh no! What did you do?
So I really wanted to play Game Boy Advance games on my Game Boy.
Oh no! What?
Yeah. So I couldn't afford a Game Boy Advance.
That's insane.
So I borrowed a friend's version of Ruby.
Can I just ask, did you think
I
they
ripped off the back of the Game Boy, cut it out, put the Game Boy Advance, and obviously it's not going to work because it's different.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Did you have an expectation that it would be like black and white or something? That it just would be a lower res version? I thought it would work, and the reason they're doing this is because they want me to buy a Game Boy Advance. Yeah, fucking girl boy.
And I'm like, it's like obviously not.
Yeah. No, that's, oh my god, that's so sad.
So I like destroyed my Game Boy, put it in. It's like,
because
I kind of knew this wasn't going to work. The other games still fit in there, so it was fine.
You like wake up to yourself, you're like, oh, right.
Oh, right, this happened. Alright, so which brings me to damaged consoles and handhelds. Any stories about damaged consoles?
I think you sort of know this about me. My technology, for some reason, becomes immortal. Like, I literally don't know why, but like, I just have rundown pieces of crap technology. Like my Game Boy Color. The batteries in my old Pokemon games that are meant to have run out like 5 years ago or some crap, they're still running. Like my save files are still working.
Thing when you touch it, it just breathes life back into it.
I'm not trying to brag. Like, I feel like I'm coming across a bit weird, but I just want to say, like, I don't understand why, but because like when I see, like, I don't want to make assumptions, but your technology breaks pretty well.
I have a list.
A list of broken crap. Oh my god. Yeah, well, like, I don't know, because like I've noticed like my cords don't break, my stuff doesn't break, and I feel like
any stuff broken from anger or anything? No.
I've thrown a Wiimote. It survived
remarkably. It actually came back. It bounced off the wall.
Bounced off the wall. I caught it. Kept playing.
You actually
more sensitive.
You threw it and hit the wall and actually took off a smudge.
Upgraded. Installed some RAM into my.
Oh, it actually like knocked the inside around and gave it motion plus.
I was an angry young man. And I was playing a lot of Wii boxing, and I think we talked about getting really angry and playing Wii boxing before. It's in the highlights somewhere. I think it's really funny. But yeah, basically, I got so mad, I tossed my Wiimote and my nunchuck because I was just like so fed up at this point. Like I was just trying to get those special shiny gloves that you get for getting 1,000 points. Couldn't get them, and yeah, I tossed it. It bounced off the wall. It's not like it kind of did.
You didn't have to buy the Wii Motion Plus upgrade because it had knocked around the Geronimo scope.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah, I picked it up. I kept playing. Yeah, it's cool. Awesome. I literally. The problem is that I haven't looked at my GameCube controllers since I had a GameCube, right? Or since I was playing GameCube games on my Wii like 6 years ago. I pulled them out recently because I was all hype on my GameCube controllers for Smash.
Yeah.
Because they're bringing out the adapter and stuff. We should probably talk about in the news, but whatever.
I've already got GameCube controllers ready for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm so psyched on getting some new ones as well. Because they look really like sleeker and stuff. They're really cool. I pulled them out. They're really grungy. Like, I gotta clean up the like joysticks and the plastic.
So that's probably because other people have been using them.
Well, it's just like it's a combination of those things, right? Like they are used, but also this is like not how I put them away. Like they have deteriorated. The plastics on them and like the rubber on the control sticks is like fading and like perishing a bit. So yeah, I think that's my only weakness, is that if I have something else that I'm focusing on, I just kind of neglect my old shit.
I mean, I don't mean to do it. Sometimes
I don't mean to do it either.
Sometimes I do, but out of anger. So my first Game Boy, I think I've spoken about it. I was playing Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars
the side-scrolling one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it didn't have a dust screen.
Yeah.
Anymore, because that had like peeled off because the glue went or something on it. Came from a porn store.
Yeah, pawnbrokers.
Yeah. And so when I threw it, it like got all dust in the screen, and that'll like eventually just destroyed the inside of the screen. So remember, it only had a little tiny little square.
Yeah.
And so that's the Game Boy that broke. My Game Boy Advance SP that I had.
Yep. Sure. The flippy. Was that a problem?
That was
the hinge.
It was breaking, and then I was playing. It was games that frustrated me. Like that Star Wars game didn't have a save function, or maybe it did, and the battery had gone in it. And with the Game Boy Advance SP, I think I was playing Pokemon. Well, I was playing Pokemon, and I was in a cave, and Zubat kept confusing all my Pokemon. It was a Zubat moment.
Oh, I hate that.
And I broke my neck.
Oh, wow. Bent it back. It's like my bones breaking. I feel it. I'm like, no.
But it's like a rage. Like
I get you, man.
I've developed past that, and I've been able to control it now.
I think we were all pretty angry. Like, no, but like that was like the way I exert myself is like for freaking like I'd bully people in game if I was mad. Like I'd become that troll character. Like if I was playing Dota and I was like winning well, even I become like a dominant kind of character at that point. Like MOBAs were very competitive for me.
I think I just bottled it up until it came to the point where I just
confused
and I got hurt by confusion, and my last Pokemon died for like the 5th time. And then
that'd be the worst. Yeah, no, I get you, man.
But like you say, games, I think they go out of their way to do that to me, because Red Dead Redemption, it tried. It tried.
They shouldn't have.
I was pretty calm about it.
It sounds. I mean, that's great. That's cool. I mean, like it tried.
It did.
Like it tried to fuck with you. But like, no, I doubt it, because like you knew what was coming. Like if you didn't know that Deadeye moment was coming, then you probably wouldn't have pushed it.
Auto Deadeye. I don't think
but that's it. You probably shouldn't. You probably wouldn't have pushed it though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you didn't know that was sort of what that moment was, like that's my fault. I think. Definitely my fault. No,
maybe 100%. Not, because I did that with Bill Williamson as well. I pushed Deadeye and it went out of Deadeye.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like I
don't know. So anyway, my Nokia N-Gage. I had a Nokia N-Gage. Have you heard? Do you know what an N-Gage is?
Isn't that the mobile phone?
Yeah, a mobile phone.
It's a game.
It looks like a Game Boy Advance, except you speak with it on the phone when it's sideways. Like
we've got some great answers coming in.
This. So it's like your phone like that. And
it looks exactly like that.
That's how it becomes a mobile phone.
Fantastic.
And I was playing Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, I remember it had Tomb Raider, Sonic.
It had some cool games on it.
It was like a Sega system almost. Yeah, go on.
And so I was playing Tomb Raider, and I got it off my uncle, because he was just like a tech savvy dude. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this," but not for the sake of him playing it. He just wanted to have it.
Yeah,
like, well, this has been sitting in this box for like 2 years. Can I have it? And he's like, "Yeah, if you give me like $200." It's like,
oh wow.
Can I pay it off?
For N-Gage.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was expensive when it first came out.
I know it was, but come on.
And then I said, all right, well, I'll pay it off. I'll give you 20, and then I never gave him. And so I was playing Tomb Raider, and with the N-Gage, it was. I think the controls were a little bit flunky and really hard.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get past something in Tomb Raider, so I put. And at this stage, I was into converting my Warhammer.
Oh, cool.
With a soldering iron.
Yeah, I used to do stuff like that. That's fun. No, we used to do it with Beyblades. But go on.
And Beyblades as well. I had left the soldering iron.
Can I just cut in real quick? Our friend Joey, he had a Beyblade that literally he attached razor blades to. He literally had like melted the plastic so that the razor blades would be like fused into the body of this Beyblade. So if it didn't stop spinning before you went to pick it up, you were likely to cut yourself wide open. Like and I battled it. Like my Beyblades faced it, but they didn't come out okay. They just ripped to pieces.
What if you like shot it and it like, because sometimes Beyblades.
I know.
And sometimes they go sideways.
It's way dangerous. It was insane. Blade blades.
So my N-Gage,
literally a Beyblade.
My soldering iron was still on.
Oh no.
And I was in bed and I'm like, I'm not playing this anymore. Just slapped it on the thing next to me. Slapped the screen on the soldering iron. Woke up in the morning. The soldering iron had melted straight through the N-Gage. It was just like molded to the actual soldering iron itself. And I was like, Oh my god, why does this happen?
It's like a death, you know, like, what's that death where, like, you know, whatever it is, any of those where you're impaled through your spine on the back, something.
Oh, that's how my engage ended up.
Desiree has a...
I just want to quickly go through,
sorry,
run out of time.
Yep.
PS2 slim version.
Yep.
Mum came in, she trod on it.
Oh no!
Crushed it. Because the slim version's like this.
Yeah, no, that was flimsy.
If you tread on it, it's gonna snap.
No, it was so flimsy.
My DS that I had with all my games.
Yeah.
So this is one I can think of. There's more. My DS I had with its games. We were going fishing one day.
Oh, no.
I said, "Can I put my DS in your bag, Mum?" And I had all my games in there as well.
No.
And this was like the DS that I bought, and I traded like everything in and saved up to get Animal Crossing so I could join the Fight Club.
Oh man, this is so much worse
And
than
we were fishing, and we see like an apple float past. I'm like, whose apple is that? And Mom's like, oh, I had an apple in my bag actually.
Oh my god!
And her bag was, the tide had risen. Somehow her bag had just gone, floated out on the water, and just gone. And we looked out where we were fishing, and I think I was a teenager, probably like 15, 16, and I looked out and the bag had like sunk to the bottom.
Whoa.
Everything in it, all that, and every stuff was just bubbling out like at different times, like a game cartridge popped up, floated to the surface, went off. So I pulled out
so bad about this story.
Put out my DS, and I'm like, I know I shouldn't turn it on because if you turn on something,
you'll fuck it up.
Fuck it up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save it. I'm not gonna turn it on, right?
Yeah, wait,
so I let it dry out for as long as I could until I was just like, I really need to see if it's gonna work.
Oh.
I switched it on.
No.
There was a brief moment where it actually did turn on. I was like,
yeah.
oh my god,
yeah! Far out, dude. That's brutal.
I know, but then get this.
Oh my god!
I managed to get a new one. I went back to EB Games.
I don't even feel bad.
I don't think I should be saying
technology is more than mine. I don't feel bad.
What if they catch up with me?
Oh, okay. What'd you do?
So I went back to EB Games.
What'd you do? Did you trade a broken DS?
No, I said to them that I said like because I let it dry out, so there was no water.
Yeah, sure.
I just said it sort of like
fizzled.
Yeah, sort of fizzled, and because it was still under warranty, they
do it. Yeah, like no, dude, I got no obligation for that. I mean, they refurbish them before they sell them anyway.
And I've spent a lot of money on DS since then because I was able to have my DS again.
You do not owe EB Games anything. I just want to say that GameStop and EB Games are fucking crooks, and they're bad. They're not like it's what we've got, and that's what sucks about it. But like, and sure, they have sales all the time. They're fine. Yeah. They're good. They're fine stores. But yeah, I totally get it.
They just like money.
You don't owe them anything.
Like
the trade-in system alone is like corrupt.
I pre-ordered Majoras Mask already because I was pressured into it.
What?
It doesn't come out till like end of next year, and I said that to the guy. He's like, "Oh, well, actually, I don't know when it comes out, but yeah, you might want to pre-order it now because there's not gonna be any copies left."
No, fuck that guy.
And I was like, "Well, I'll just put $10 on it." That's all.
Yeah. No, they're doing that in America and like stores as well. If you go in to get like the shiny Game Girls or shiny Pokemon giveaways, they pressure you into getting the
then he's like,
Omega
I'm trying to
Ruby
get
Alpha
Scratch
Sapphire.
Protect for $2. I don't want Scratch Protect.
On my DS cartridge. Fucking idiots. No, I get that.
All right, let's hit up the tweeter, and let's see what other people have been saying.
Just to the point then, Desiree's got his own story that I'll get to. He's just, my God, the horror stories, dear God, Kieran. Hope I spelled your name right. And he did. Good job. Awesome. Really good job, man. Nailed it. I know, man. This is impossible. This is like, this should be the creepypasta segment. It's just your dead consoles.
I can think of more. I'll say.
We'll have a segment. We'll just come back next week. I'll think about
it.
Well, there's the one that my Joey's parents sold. That was they sold my Super Nintendo because I had it. I lent it to Joey because I had like GameCube and stuff. I wasn't playing it. And he didn't have anything, so I was like, yeah, just take it, man. It's fine. And then they had a garage sale and they sold it because they're like, Joey doesn't play this, and it's like, that was mine. That wasn't his. Like, and so I don't have my Super Nintendo. I don't have like my copies of Secret of Evermore, Secrets of Mana, Mario World, Super Mario Kart, like all of those awesome games, and that's so upsetting to me. Like, I've recently been reaccumulating,
especially when you're like
a little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you've got like your Game Boy still, you would still have those.
Yeah, exactly. I've still got the Game Boy. I would have still had my original. I don't have any of the games I used to have. I'm trying to start collecting and whatever, but being that I wish I had my original. Okay, Desiree says, the worst I had was a DS that had the issue with the hinge. The plastic wore out over time until the hinges just snapped. This is continued onto a second tweet. The second
I think
screen
it did,
was
so if you open it up, there was a little bit in the corners that would sometimes catch, and then they'd eventually just rip off.
no, yeah, it was a bit flimsy. It was bulky, but it was flimsy. The continuation is the second screen was left attached only by a thick cord that was inside the hinge originally, like it's cord to print.
Yeah, my
SP
that I snapped in half, I could still play it.
The display cord was still there.
Yeah, it was still there.
Crazy.
So I just had to sort of like hold it like this, with my fingers like on the screen, holding it together, and I could still get some enjoyment out of it.
Well, that's it. Like I was thinking about it just today because I've got a really old laptop that looks like it's about to. Yeah. The hinge is about to go on it, and I was like, well, the display cords will still work. My thought.
Pull it off and then nail it to a bit of wood.
No, that's it. I got crazy excited because there's all these tutorials to convert your laptop to a steampunk laptop with like cool brass and wood all over it. I'm doing that. Yeah. I'm literally going to make a cool steampunk laptop if this one decides to kill itself.
And stuff
yeah, like, and I'll upgrade all the parts in it even. Like, I'll make it like a new fucking computer. I don't know. Maybe I'll just rip all the chunks out of it and I'll make an actual computer because I only have laptops right now. It's actually kind of hard to do certain things. Thanks so much for Desiree for sharing that with us. I totally get that. I think we've all been there. The DS. Well, that's it. Like that first iteration, that hinge was never not going to be a problem. That's crazy. Like,
and then I think with the other DS, it had like a snap quality, but eventually, it would like.
Yeah, literally. My DS right here. If you can hear this.
That's a 3DS. So it has that.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, but the DS Lite that they brought out also had that, but it was literally, for some reason, they decided it was open like this, or if you want, you can bend it back a little bit. And
I hate that. You can kind of do that on this a bit.
And it locks in place like that. And then eventually, that little joint that gets rubbed away, and then it just like becomes a wobble-ass.
Yeah, exactly, wobble-ass. Have you played any fighting games on the DS besides like Smash Bros. Obviously on the demo, but like because it is the worst. Like that's why I didn't get it. I mean, like I get that it could be great, but it's like I feel like I'm gonna break it. Like I feel like my screen is moving too much when I'm playing something vigorous.
Really intense, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, that's just match and you move around and you sort of get into it, but at the same time, it's not like
it's not erratic.
Yeah,
like and that's the thing as well. If I'm doing AR and I look up and I feel the weight of the screen shift forward a bit and like rest on that lock, I'm like, my DS is gonna break. I don't want to break it. Like I just love this thing too much. Like
I don't know if anyone's ever broken a TV screen with a Wii remote.
Yeah, that was a good urban legend that was going around for a long time.
And if you've broken a TV screen with a Wii remote, tell us your story.
Yeah, tell us about that because that would be. I mean,
I've taken off the wristbands because I
live on the edge.
Yeah, they're annoying sometimes.
No, I get that. I mean, that was
the wristband.
But that's how I lost control of my Wii when I was playing Wii Boxing, right? And then like that's a perfect time when I could have thrown it through a TV screen, presumably. But no,
I'm learning plans. I've broken a nunchuck because I pulled it apart like that. Gotten out of anger and it's gone.
Unleash
the rage that happened. Yeah. I think I was playing Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
And when you're in like a battle that's taken ages against like a dragon, and you'd be like powering through, and all of a sudden you die. And it's just like,
try playing Monster Hunter on DS with 2 other people that are much more committed to the metagame than you are. That are much more serious. Because like I get. Yeah, Monster Hunter is like the game that I get locked into for about 10 hours if I start playing it. I just can't stop. But then once I get to the end of it, I'm like, I'm lost. I can't play this ever again. Like, it's just too real. I know, but I will be buying 4. That's an awesome thing. If you're getting 4, shout me out. We'll add each other's friend codes. Play some 4 on LAN together. You want to hunt some Kurapekos with me? You want to come out? You want to collect some feathers? You do. Yeah, cool.
Let's set up the outro.
The outro.
It's coming to a close, guys.
Coming to a close. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for staying with us, and now we're just going to be outroing it and be saying, well, this is what happened.
Yeah, what happened today? We talked about a lot of things. We got a bit carried away again. We're going to end at 10, which I guess is like what the time on the thing's at about 3. We usually try to go for an hour and a half, but we were about 2 hours again. And Kieran's got to go somewhere.
I'm gonna
like 38 minutes ago.
Podcast 2 now.
Yeah, you got 2 podcasts backed up, and you have somewhere to be 40 minutes ago.
Oh, I sort of said 10, so I would like have a little leeway.
That's good. That's good. I thank you so much. Thanks for not telling me that was the case too, because like I was like conscious of it. Cool.
But now you know for next time, so I've got a
huge shout out to Konami Master and Desiran for tweeting at us over the course of this.
Cheers, guys.
Desiran, It's so good to have you on the conversation. I've really been enjoying your live streams and stuff as well, so I hope I can make it to one of those. It's just the time difference. I totally get that. Is the only thing that stops us talking to anyone, I think. And yeah, also shout out to This Is Kin, favorites and tweets. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you're showing up later on, because this takes place at 1:30 in the afternoon for a lot of people, and 8:30 in the morning for the rest of them. So we nailed that.
Got it down.
Thanks so much for joining us, is the point.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. This is
been fantastic.
I say it a lot to these guys.
This
that
has been a really
like,
good podcast.
This podcast has been great.
Fun to do. Twitter's a bit more real time, so it's really
Twitter was
good,
pretty good, and you know, I could have it sitting there without it like floating away or anything.
Yeah,
like, that was really
get
nice.
the word out and get some more people viewing live, and we can get more chats out and more shout outs. They're doing some
3-hour podcast.
Yeah, 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, go to DesiranJ on Twitter, DesiranJ on Twitch as well. If you're just watching this, because he does really fun live streams. And
I'll get onto the live streams now. I've got my data, because in Australia our internet shit.
Our internet is the worst. I was watching the live stream yesterday, and it was just there'd be breaks and stuff just because my internet couldn't cut it. You know?
Yeah, it's faster for me to have use my mobile phone tethered to my computer.
Your 3G, 4G or whatever.
Than it is to get an Ethernet cable and plug it into my computer or modem.
It's so crushing.
So I've checked all the stats, and it's like, well,
yeah,
I've got 5 gigs on my iPad.
It's just faster.
Yeah, it's just faster.
No, I get that, man. Like, I agree completely. I've been saying it for a while that like they're implementing a thing in Australia right now where they're laying down heaps of fiber optic cables to get faster internet. It's called the National Broadband Network or something. It's really bad. It's gonna be like I've used it. I used it down in Canberra. It's good. It's fast. It's like it is the internet. But the point is, it's only gonna ever be as quick as the travel from other countries and stuff too, and other servers. And to get down to Australia is a long fucking process.
It's expensive as well.
Exactly. And 3G, 4G is not expensive, and it works really well. And like not expensive comparatively to like what it takes to get good internet here. So my point is, hey government, I do this every podcast, don't I? I just talk to someone. I'm like,
hey, you Japanese, make more games.
Yeah, Japanese people release games to Australia.
Government.
No, my point to the government: invest in satellite internet.
Yeah,
go to wireless. Make wireless the priority, because you know you can. Like, we know you can do it.
I want wireless that can get through brick.
Well, exactly. Like, why not just put the time and effort? Like it's like millions of dollars to lay all this fiber optic cable through deserts and shit. Don't do that. Put a satellite in space. Shoot good internet to everyone.
Yeah.
Done. Tony Abbott. Oh no, you're an idiot. I don't like you very much. But hire me. I need a job. I'll work for anyone. I'll sell my soul to the devil. Just kidding.
Unbox your.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is my bladder just way better than yours? Okay, we got this. This is early birthday presents. I did this at the start a little bit. This is one of those cool ring toss games that's in like water and there's dinosaurs. Kieran knows I love dinosaurs, so he hooked a brother up with all this stuff. This is the best outro ever. I might do a separate video of making it, since we're wrapping up now, but because I was gonna kind of distract myself by doing it, but I'm glad I didn't. This is a make your own wooden Triceratops thing. It's super cool. Like it's called Mini Woodcraft Dinosaurs. It's from the Australian Geographic or something. It's awesome. So I'm gonna make those. That's gonna go on my desk next to my Vaporeon. And there was this thing that I keep opening and shutting. The unboxing video, first Retroverse unboxing. Nothing to do with video games, just dinosaurs. I should start my own dinosaur YouTube channel. We do this every time he goes to pee too. I like read a book or something. Okay, this is like a super Yowie or like Kinder Surprise, if you recall. Yeah, it is fine for you people to start tapering off because we are ending, and this is just random content. But we do love you guys being here. So this is like a giant Kinder Surprise egg. And it has a, oh my God, this is awesome. I didn't read the cover for this. This is like a full-on skeleton of a dinosaur. I'm so that's like
what dinosaur is it?
I don't know. What is it? Do you know?
No, they're random.
Oh, it's random?
Yeah.
I gotta find a skull. Dude, I think it's another Triceratops.
Really? That's so lucky.
Yeah, Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur. It's got a shield with spikes on its face. Fucking, that's the best. I'm trying to get.
I know that. That's good chat. Good.
I think it is because it's got these horns. It is. Yeah, there's
that's
the frill.
Triceratops. Oh my god.
Triceratops frill.
How good's that?
Thank you.
Your distractor shot's gonna be looking good.
My birthday is the 27th of November. If anyone wants to know, just because we're talking about it. But so this was early, and I am so happy, dude. This is love you. Thank you.
No worries.
I'm gonna put up that video of us talking about kissing heaps.
No.
Yeah, set up a really bad stigma for us. We filmed a weird promo. Never mind. It might come out one day. I found it.
You filmed a weird promo. And
You didn't know I was filming. Good times. Good times.
So there won't be any extras for this podcast.
No.
The highlights, but I'll be releasing the other podcast, which does have a lot of highlights.
Yeah, I mean, we talked for a while.
A lot of extra stuff. So there'll be a talk about Red Dead Redemption. There's a talk about BioShock.
Yep.
There's a lot of extra stuff that is just really good.
No, it was a good conversation. It was really nice.
It went. I think there's a conversation that goes for 40 minutes, and you can't cut it anywhere because it's like, where can I cut this?
Yeah.
No, everything ties together so well.
And I like it. I think we're getting better at that too. Yeah. Sort of better at discussing stuff. It's a weird sentence. Yeah. No, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the way everything's evolving, and check out the highlights because I listen to them every week, and I was there. So that's something, right? It probably is more damning than selling it, right? I was in it.
It's pretty catchy.
It is good, and people that come to the podcast love it. So whatever.
They get quite a few listens.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with the way the podcast's going. Thank you so much for the people that turn up live, even though it's at a weird time. And I think, this was, in my mind, 5 was definitely the point where I wanted to decide if this was what we wanted to be doing.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely going to be it.
Paid off. I love it. I'm on board. We're
going to get the structure. We got the structure down pretty good.
Structure yes. Today was the first run of proper structure.
Yeah.
This is all logistics stuff. Hey guys. Today was the proper structure that we want to follow, intro, shout outs, news, discussion, questions, outro. So
we'll get it down better for next time as well. So
we did a good job.
I think we'll even advertise
we're gonna start putting it out.
Description sort of thing, so everyone will know what we're sort of going to be talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
When they come here, they can communicate with us a little bit better.
Yeah, I think it's about making our points a bit more clear and stuff like that. Just focusing on that stuff. Also, on top of that, we're going to be submitting the highlights to iTunes soon, so you'll be able to download and take this with you wherever you want.
And just listen to it whenever.
Because I think that's the way I really like listening to it, definitely. Because I don't really, I watch.
Listen to it while folding laundry.
Reading Pokemon.
Yeah.
I've been doing that in both Desert streams, and I still haven't got my shiny. I'm really excited because if I hatch it. Here's the official promise. If I it's a Joltik. It's to make a Galvantula. I'll show everyone right now. But if I hatch it, this is official. I'm making the promise right now. If I hatch it during a Desert stream, I'm calling it Desert for competitive battles. Just so everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's adorable. It's this little spider.
Aww.
It's like an adorable little spider. Turns into an electric big spider that learns a very special setup move. It learns this spiderweb move that I forget what it's called. It's like Electroweb or something, but it's not called that. Anyway, it sets up on the other side, so whenever a Pokemon switches into battle, they lower their speed stat by one stage.
That's amazing.
So that everyone that comes in is just slow. And then I'm just sitting there with a Compound Eyes Galvantula. Compound Eyes adds 25% accuracy, I think. 25% accuracy, I forget what it is. But it adds accuracy to any move that you use. Thunder gets up to 100% accuracy or 95% accuracy.
And then just PP up the move as well.
Yeah, exactly. PP it up, huge special attack EVs, and then just dropping thunders on idiots that have been slowed down by my spiderwebs. And it's hard to pull off though because he's flimsy. He's like glass cannon.
Yeah.
But I love him so much. I love spiders.
What do you know what the shiny will be?
The shiny, it has purple eyes and so blue. And so it's like one of those subtle shinies that just kind of tints it.
Yeah. So
and I really like it.
A pink Caterpie.
No, it's not like a pink Caterpie. I did get a fully perfectly bred Caterpie.
When I was first playing
Pokemon cards.
A Pokemon.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one it was, but no, it was gold version.
Yeah.
Heading up towards the master dude, Pokemon Man, whatever his name is.
That's good. Pokemans. What?
You know when you first like you go out of Elms, then you head up there.
The guy that explains stuff to you?
Yeah.
No? Yes?
I don't know, whatever, you go up there, but anyway, in the path, there's a little square of grass and you can run into a caterpillar there.
Yeah, okay.
I ran into a pink caterpillar, didn't have a Pokeball to catch it.
Oh my god!
That was like, that's a moment in Pokemon that I'll just remember for ages. That I
The
actually
pink
saw.
Butterfree is like the best shiny.
I know,
I love that.
To come across it in the wild and
Holy
actually see it, it's like,
crap.
whoa. And
That's
I was just shocked,
amazing.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's
Like,
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
catch
What?
it.
Like, yeah, like it's literally the pink female Butterfree
Yeah.
from the episode.
Yeah.
You can call it that. Dude, that makes me so. I love that.
Like
Like,
just the fact that I saw it, I'm pretty happy with that.
can I just show off one shiny? This is the shiny that I bred before this Galvantula that I'm doing. This is like one of my favorite shinies ever. This is really good for the highlights reel because everyone can totally see it in the audio. Go to YouTube and watch it there if you want to see what I'm showing off. Sorry, this is going to take a second. But do you know Phantom and Trevenant?
I don't know anything new Pokemon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Phantom and Trevenant. Phantom is this little guy. This little ghost man.
Oh,
It's cool.
whoa.
He's cute. I really like Phantom's
I
design.
do want to play the new Pokemon. I've got it.
You could get in with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with all of us.
Yeah, I
That'd be
think I'll
cool.
do that.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I'd be so into it. To get secret bases again.
I love Secret Base.
I know,
They're
I'm so
amazing.
hyped. And the contests are coming back in 3D, and I'm like, that's all I'm going to be doing for a long time. Yeah, but anyway, so I bred a shiny Phantom, and this is the result. He's evolved. Shiny
Whoa.
Trevenant, and I called him LeBlanc because I bred him from a French Phantom. Because if you breed with an international Pokemon, if you don't know this, if you breed with an international Pokemon, then you have a better chance of getting a shiny. It increases the chance from breeding. So right now I'm breeding with a Japanese something to get my Galvantula. But yeah, basically shiny Trevenant. Pretty happy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I love him. He's so cool. He's like a burnt tree. He's like, and his leaves are all autumny and stuff.
What color is he normally?
He's just brown, like the like Trevenant is.
Yeah.
Just brown and black.
So he has the cool red.
Yeah. He has green leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love shiny Pokemon, guys.
RetroCast number 5, Spirit Animals.
Spirit Animals. Oh, that's a good time that I actually. It's still Bikini Cast on Google Plus.
Is it?
Yeah. If you're on Google Plus for some reason, it's still hashtag Bikini Cast, and that is the best thing ever.
So everyone who was like looking forward to Bikini Cast, so
I'll wear a bikini next time.
yeah.
It is hot. I could get bikini.
Bikini for
It's
sure.
bikini time. I gotta get my bikini body ready.
Are we doing the plushie outro? Are you sitting it on your shoulder?
Oh my god, that was crazy. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a couple of tweets just from Desiree quickly before. He says that it's 8:15 for him on a Monday, November 10th. So that's interesting that it's like,
Canada,
yeah, so that's about 2 hours back, then 12 hours. So about
it's
14 and a
8:15
half?
at night.
Yeah, so that's about what, like 18 and a half hours?
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting for us. Thanks for telling us because we've been wanting to seal it in. And 8:15 is actually, that's a pretty good time to start streaming stuff because we started about a couple hours ago. And he is honored that I'd name my Galvantula after him. And dude, I am honored that you're honored. I can't think of a better name because that was my big problem. I was going to call him Peter Sparker after like an electric Spider-Man, which that's a fine name. But I really like the idea that I could name it after people I'm hanging out with when they hatch. So fingers crossed that happens soon in one of your streams, buddy. Cool.
All right.
Good.
All right.
We all good?
All right. We're good.
Satiated?
Yeah, we're associated.
Associated?
What did you say?
I said satiated like an old god that's feeding on peasants. I scream just a teaser in the new Super Ghouls Ghost. There's a bit where I scream, "Are you ready for my wrath, demons?" And it's the best. It's the bit that I love the most. I kind of
His
listening
Super
back is
Ghouls Ghost,
ridiculous.
If you've seen mine, like I've got so many episodes where I fail.
Yeah.
He plays it once.
I play it once for about 12 minutes, and I get up to the 3rd level, and I'm up to there now. I've actually got it open, ready to play again soon.
Oh.
I wanted to do it with you actually. Like I was saving it so that because I thought we might hang out a bit after this or something. But anyway, that's not the point. Yeah, if we were going to do that, I was going to play it with you so you could just sort of see where I was up to and stuff and feel that.
I've been. Where have I been? I've been to the world.
Did you go to a ghost ship?
Yeah, I went to Ghost Ship World.
Are you up to what?
I've been.
Did I miss that?
Maybe in this episode or in episode one of the future ones, I do get up to.
Oh, okay.
World.
Cool, because that's where I'm up to right now.
Yeah.
I'm up to. I beat
the
that.
song changes completely, and it's like.
Yeah, I know, and you're all off. Your rhythm's all.
Yeah,
out.
I know. My rhythm was like, dun, 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 and I was like, jumping in time with it.
I'm really excited then because I haven't seen the second season yet. There's second season of Kieran's Surviving
Episode 10,
Girls.
I think, it hits the Ghost World.
That's awesome. That's a perfect time.
I didn't do it in one round.
I didn't mean to do it in one. I've been playing Shovel Knight like obsessively. I'm going to be posting Shovel Knight videos soon. I fucking love that game. It's an amazing platformer. I think that's why I was like ready for it because I was like already in like a platformer kind of mindset.
Yeah.
And Shovel Knight is a pretty difficult platformer as it is because you only have like melee range. You don't even have like throwing weapons, so it's like a whole thing.
Specifically as a Ghost is arguably one of the hardest.
I think it probably. I mean, I that's the thing, right? Like it is like known as one of the hardest. I don't want to say the hardest. I want to say the hardest, but I know that's...
It's the hardest I've played.
Don't have an opinion on the internet. That's the rule, right?
You just say it's the hardest you've played.
It is the hardest I've played for sure. I don't think I've ever played a game that was more difficult than Super Girls and Ghosts. So that's why in that video, like I'm shouting and I'm like super hype. I think it's coming out today. I'm making up the thumbnail. I was making it up before you showed up because I'm doing like, you know that magician that keeps killing you? Yeah, I'm putting my face on that, and that's gonna be the thumbnail. I know. I'm sorry.
Game just brings up so many bad things.
I'm sorry that I'm theming it like I feel like such a jerk in this because I'm like, I'm like trying to like. I'm surprised at myself. Like I don't think I've ever done that. I've never performed in a game like that in my life. Like it always takes me so many tries to get in the zone. I'm also playing CS:GO right now. So if there's any Australians or people that want to play, I'll come into American servers. We can play some CS:GO. I like it a lot. It's like my favorite thing. Speaking of old gods and such, remember that freak out on the live stream yesterday? Can I just tell this little story?
Yeah.
Do we have time? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. That's actually hilarious. So Desiree was streaming The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and it's this game where you're like, I won't spoil it.
We're talking about it.
I was talking about it in our stream. Ginger Red was playing it as well. So definitely, if you go watch the live stream videos, because I think I'm like in the chat of that. Yeah, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I'm in the last part of those videos if they go up on YouTube probably. And that was amazing because I came in at the end. I'm super psyched to go back and watch the first two because I want to like, the story was really cool. But there's this moment where like he opened up like a Stargate and then he was in like this kind of like, he's in a cave and it's like really creepy. And I was just typing. I was like, I'm so glad I'm not playing this and stuff. And I'm like, because I'm like a coward like when it comes to games. The Clock Tower freaked me out. And I mean, it does a good job. Anyway, so he goes down. This like the chamber starts filling with water, and I was like, no, not underwater. No. It's like, and there was moments before that where he was like looking at the exit to the mine shaft and stuff. He's like, oh, there's the exit. Time to turn around. I'm like, just go out, just leave and stuff. And he gets this bit, and then these giant tentacles start coming out of the ground, and you're in this like you're underwater in a cave kind of, but it's like a field. It's like,
Terrifying.
dude, that was fucked up. No, like it was the middle of the day. I'm a 22-year-old man, and I was like scared shit. I was like underwater. I was like so tense. That was awesome. I was having so much fun in that live stream, dude. That was really cool. And I definitely recommend for people to go watch that. That was amazing. Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. Oh yeah, Konami Master was also there. Shout outs to Konami Master. Go watch Konami Master's videos. He's a really cool guy. He's a guy from Portugal. I found that out in the live stream. I watched a few every now and then. I watched some Hearthstone stuff a little while ago, and I want to catch up on the Wasteland series that he's doing.
Yeah.
This is all shout out stuff. I'm so sorry. I ramble. Cool. Because yeah, I can tell by you not saying literally anything.
Try not to start a conversation.
Yeah, I know. If you say anything, like even this, you saying you don't want to start a
No,
conversation,
what have I
I'm
done?
getting into this conversation about not wanting to talk to me.
Oh god. Don't even look at the shelf. Just pretend it's not there.
Okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Done. No. That's a fucking good book. I have a book called Ninja Mind Control. Look it up. It's great. Okay, done. Done. Thank you, Konami Master and Desiree, for showing up. I'm assuming you guys have been the two viewers. We can't tell because the chat's been off, but I'm assuming by the Twitters that those are the guys. Cool. Thank you so much, Kieran. Thank you very much, Chris, if you ever watch the end of this, which I assume you do. I would. If I was him, I definitely would.
He's probably at a uni again.
A uni. He's not no, today he's learning Karate Man. So. He's practicing his karate mans today. He's got to help he's helping a red belt get to black belt.
Awesome.
It's really nice of him. And then making his girlfriend breakfast in bed. Like, can I just say, Chris
We're
comes
conversating.
Shit.
Damn it, Avi.
Ah!
Just press the button.
Okay. Bye. Thanks so much for thanks everyone. It was